What's up, everybody? We back. Alrighty. Hello, Snap. Hello, Snap. Putting in some work over there. That man working hard. Just take it easy, bro. All right, we're back in action. Got some stuff going on, so we'll just we'll get to it eventually. A lot of wrestling content today, so is what it is. AJ Ferrari. Ooh, that reminds me. I need to look that up. Somebody sent me a good post. Let me find that real fast. Yeah, AJ Ferrari, Endene. I always say his name wrong. Olympics 2026, 2028 actually, and 2026 too. Winter Olympics. Let me see if I can find this. Okay, there we go. That's basically it, bro. We'll just hang out. Watch party next weekend. We're gonna do UFC watch party. You guys seem to like the watch party, so we're gonna try and do that more often. And what else is there? I don't know. There's always something, bro. I did post a 20K video yesterday, so got some good feedback from that. I'm sure some people at Kingsway fired up. Where to fire at for them? Where to fire? We started 2026 off with a bang. Yeah. But did I lie? You be the judge of that. I'm trying to find it. Where's live at? But we'll get into it. We'll wait for everybody to jump in. I'm just gonna start. Let you guys kind of trickle in as you want. We're not too strict over here no more.
Absolutely terrible. People call me a spaz. He popped my arm. My arm cracks every morning because of this guy. I had him in a fully locked Yoko, like a side triangle. I've got proper finishing mechanics. You have it locked up. You go reach for the arm that is trapped. You grab that tricep and pull it across to help finish the choke, right? I go do that. I'm pulling it across. He locks up a Kimura and then just pops my arm. Just one big pop. And I was like, nice. This is good. This is good. Craig is absolutely terrible. People call me a spaz. He popped my arm. My arm cracks every morning.
Is your heart rate supposed to get that high?
I had him in a fully locked Yoko, like a side triangle. I've got proper finishing mechanics. You have it locked up. You go reach for the arm that is trapped. You grab that tricep and pull it across to help finish the choke, right?
Why can't they just? You said side triangle. What is a Yoko? I know Yoko Ono. What's up, LO Snap? My man about to hit 190 heart rate. I don't. Is that good, Max Bird? LO Snap. LO Snap don't believe in a slow recovery. Oh, that's a Yoko? Oh, man, why not just say, he said side triangle. That's not what I was picturing. It does mean side triangle. Yoko Senkaku. And he said Craig popped his arm? How did Craig pop his arm? That don't make no sense. How did Craig locked up a triangle? He locked up a Kimura from the Yoko? Is he still? What's up, Jorge? Is he still training after hours at Simple Man? I don't know. LO Snap, is he training? LO Snap might know. Now, we did manage to get LO Snap in trouble, though. That is true. LO Snap. I'm sorry, LO Snap. I didn't mean to get you in trouble, bro. You guys don't realize some of us get in trouble over this stuff. LO people be going in real life. They go up to LO Snap and talking to him about this stuff. So just remember that whenever anybody is trolling me or anything, there's like consequences for this stuff. Now, nobody told me to post this stuff. That's true. That's true. That is true. I can't argue that. But listen, I didn't do anything wrong. I for sure didn't do anything wrong. These other people doing the wrong stuff. And then they get upset when you call them out on it. Make that make some sense. But I don't know what J-Rod's situation is. He possibly is still over there. Now, I hope he's not terrorizing anybody over there.
I go do that. I'm pulling it across. He locks up a Kimura and then just pops my arm. Just one big pop. And I was like, nice. This is good. This is good. Craig is absolutely terrible.
Let's start with the match. We actually got some J-Rod over here training. It's not a match, it's training.
Let's go!
This is old. This is a year ago. This is not current. Some of you might think it's current training. I can feel the testosterone from here.
Nicky, if nothing happens in 30 seconds, I will make you stand up.
30 seconds? You can't do nothing in 30 seconds. Well, some of you guys can. That's old. Hasim's over there. Some other people over there. Dang. We just got a little match to warm us up. Nicky has good fundamentals. Yeah, because he started in kids class. No comment. L snap. Plead the fifth.
I can tell you when you pull go.
Yeah, he started in kids class. Oh God.
Continue. All good. Continue.
All right, pause on that. Yeah, I can't train nowhere like that. Look, they almost destroyed that man's leg. Look. No situational awareness. Look, oh, well, ended that man's career. Oh, Matt Daniel? Uh-oh, we might get Matt Tequila Daniel on here. He had the best, I gotta find that video. My man, Matt, my friend Matt, he had the best quote. He said, Saturday almost cost me my first marriage. Matt, we gotta get Matt on here. I've done a couple videos with him, very well versed in business, sales, martial arts business in particular, so. Would you guys, let me put a poll out. Would you guys be interested in a, so like a stream? I might do that. Yeah, a stream for just martial arts business. And, you guys can ask your questions. And that might be pretty interesting because I've done a couple podcasts with him. One or two like interviews with him that seem to help people. Says, seems like Simple Man Gym isn't as popular or selling shirts and rash guards like they used to be when it was B Team. Well, there's a couple issues there. The name, Simple Man, Simpleton. Simpleton MMA doesn't really ring as well. They're not marketing like they did when they had Craig. Do they have a YouTube channel now? Remember, B Team would post videos like this, and then they would do some ad reads for the apparel. And Craig is a good marketer. He's probably the best marketer we got, and he's basically supporting all these guys. Now they on their own to run this business. They're gonna need to go to the live stream too. Well, that's not theirs. That's Craig's. That's Craig's brand. Simpleton don't own B Team no more. That's Craig. Didn't they say that one half of the mat is for pros only? I mean, listen, they're gonna have to switch that up if they want to make some money. They don't have Daddy Craig no more. So B Team, I mean, that's Craig's stuff. They are Simpleton, Simpleton Jiu-Jitsu now. Almost destroying people's legs.
Continue.
This you can't have this. What kind of business? I can tell you that's not good for business. Breaking people's legs, not good for business. Craig pumps more videos than Simple Man on YouTube. That's true. Well, that's the name of the game. Content. You guys, listen, I can make a video. It take me 4 months. I can make a video, and maybe it does good. Maybe it doesn't do well. Who knows? Or I can put out content like I do now every day, 5 days a week, sometimes 6 on Saturday. I can put out this content. I can make clips for shorts or whatever, IG, whatever. I can have the long form. I can do that. People, it's like fast food. People want that constant stimulation, constant dopamine hit. They want that constant, they want constant stuff. And you gotta keep posting. Why do you think I post so much? You gotta keep posting, keep selling, keep doing something, because people forget about you. And one day they forget about you. You could win the world championship. Next day they forget about you. So you gotta keep shoving your face, shoving your voice in their eyeballs. Here, I'm here. You gotta keep doing that. Craig's good at it. Now, it is tiring. It's hard. It's tiring. You gotta deal with trolls and crazy people and other stuff. You gotta deal with a lot of stuff, bro. But yeah, let's keep watching, bro.
Let's go, Mickey. Go in. Good. Push the heart rate high. Good. Switch from the upper body to the lower body. Okay, yeah, sure. Sink on the cover.
He took the guy. Well, you know what? He probably was paying for the guy. He was probably paying for that guy. Now, they can take their money. They own the gym, right? They can take their money they got and hire somebody. I assure you, there's people in Houston that are videographers. There's people in Houston, or about to say Houston, in Austin that can video and edit for them. Now they're gonna have to pay for that. That's what the issue is for most people. They don't want to pay. To be fair, most of us, put yourself in that category, bro. Don't throw everybody else under the bus. Yeah, well, you telling me they've been around all these people, didn't make no connections, didn't ask about, what's the equipment? Oh, you got that microphone? I can assure you, when me and Mush, went to Flow Grappling, you know what we did? We were asking questions. Oh, how do you guys film that? Oh, you got, what kind of microphone? You put the microphone there? Okay, what are you doing here? Me and Mush are asking questions. I bet these guys probably didn't ask no questions. Oh, what kind of camera is that? Okay, why are you doing that right there? Oh, that's why. Me and Mush were talking. Mush not even here. Me and Mush were talking to the camera crew, audio guys. Like, what are you guys doing? Okay, we talk to people, figure out what's going on. You know what? They probably got used to Craig taking care of everything. Now they in charge. They got to figure it out on themselves. They saw everything being made, and how you telling me they can't re-engineer everything? They got to do that, bro. No, it won't be cheap. Yeah, them videographers, say they film for an hour or two. That's a couple $100 right there. But it's worth it. Well, it's not my gym.
Keep the heart rate high. Don't stop moving. Come up, Nicky, come up.
Crazy only gooners, yeah.
Two minutes left in the first round. You can stay down, Nicky, now. You can stay down. Okay. You have 2 minutes to play guard. After that, you have to stand again. Control the hands when you go in there. But let's go. Push it, guys. Push it, push it.
I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this match. Let's jump to Instagram. Chloe Kim says, good to go for 2026 Olympics with torn labrum. Oh, alrighty. She tore that last week or something like that. Hey, how you doing, Chloe?
Haven't been outside since my MRI, which was on Friday, so it's been a few days. So I'm kind of excited to go outside today. I have good news and bad news. We'll start with the bad. The bad news is that I tore my labrum. I'm not surprised by
That's an old video, Mush. Mush, remember when we went to Austin? Weren't we asking the guys questions, like the guys filming and stuff? Because Jorge said, the guys at Simpleton should know, like, okay, we gotta keep filming. We need to get the equipment. Like, they must know that, right? You got to keep filming. Or maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm giving them too much credit. I just remember me and Mush, we were like asking questions. Okay, what kind of microphone? Okay, what are you doing with that? We were talking to the staff. Yeah, we're asking questions like, what are you guys doing? Okay, we're asking everybody, what kind of camera is that? Okay, and you put it with that. Okay, and the sound works like this. Like me and Mush are asking questions left and right. So you guys are telling me Simpleton MMA can't figure out how to get up and running with their social media stuff? Like, you just do what they should have been asking questions. And you saw the guy with the camera. Okay, we got to get another guy now. So they got a whole team. They should have more videos out. They might not want to pay though much. That might that might be the issue. I think Craig was paying, or whoever was paying for the videographers and the editing and stuff. Well, now it's on them. They the bosses now. They gotta take care of that now. Now it's gonna cost some money, but listen, it's worth it. Yeah, I mean they have to. What are they? They need to do that. Yeah, they gotta make the investment, and they gotta be consistent. Now, Craig always posting, right? I'm always posting. Craig always posting. Even Gordon, as much as we talk about Gordon, he always posting. Now he posts crazy stuff, but he's always posting. Danaher's always posting his long-winded essays. Posting's your job, yeah. Well, I feel like for any athlete, really. Not just for jiu-jitsu, for these other sports. If you get an NIL, you get that NIL, you know what they want to see? They want to see you posting on social media. That NIL, you got to post on social media. The mat is important. Back in the day, you could make it just with your mat skills. Now we live in a different age. Some of these guys ain't got no mat skills. That's how crazy it's flipped. Now, if you're a real person, you need to have both. You need to be on the mat, training hard. Social media need to be up and running. They all seem like they are tight with their money, even though they call themselves the $1 million team. He probably spent that money. That money. By the time you buy a house, you probably bought a house and car. That truck, $100,000 truck, house, $500,000 house. That $1 million might be gone already. Says you don't have to be good. Marketing beats all. I still want people to be good though. I guess I'm old school, but I still think you need to be good, but you still need to market yourself. That's something you see that with jiu-jitsu guys too. A lot of the guys, they won't post. They won't post no technique. They won't post something. They're getting outworked. The thing is, they're getting outworked online. They're working harder on the gym, but they're getting outworked online. And you know what? The online can work harder than you. You can only train hard 2-3 hours hard a day. But that online stuff can work for you 24/7 for years and years down the line. You post an instructional, that instructional can make money for you for years. You do a private lesson, unless you do a package of private lessons, you gotta spend that hour right there. But when I post a video, that video working for me. YouTube gonna market that video for me. So you guys got to work smarter. Some of these guys, some of the guys do compete. But listen, you want to rely on the social media of Flow Grappling and IBJJF to market yourself? I wouldn't. Oh, we got a new subscriber. Shout out to them. I wouldn't personally rely on those. Flow Grappling, IBJJF. You know, I've been working with those guys for years. But listen, I wouldn't rely on them to promote myself. You can promote your own self. So it is good competitors that compete, but then they don't follow up by making videos, instructionals, or something like that. Hey, put your training footage up. Why don't you film yourself doing a technique, or film yourself rolling, or something? Film yourself working out. Do something. You have to do something, man. And show much the heart rate. What the hell's going on? Oh, something else happened. You want to see his heart rate? You want me to send it to him? What you want me to do? What you got his email? You want me to send it to him? Okay, I'll send it to him. Okay, I texted to him. Hello, Snap over here. Hello, Snap, take it easy, bro. You over here. Dang, 1,200. Okay. What the heck? He burned 500 calories in 30 minutes? That's not right. Okay, I'll send it to Mush. Hello, Snap over here. I need to get on that stair climber. Much say you don't understand. Okay. Hopefully I made it make sense. What were we talking about? Yeah, you guys gotta invest. That's pretty high, yeah. That's pretty high. Okay. Okay, hopefully. What's up, chat? Hello, Snap already training for that rematch. Who's the rematch for? With the Bull, yeah. I'm trying, guys. I've been trying to convince LO Snap to let us eat that cow if we raise enough money. So that'll be the Houston stream. We're gonna try to raise money to eat the cow, and then maybe have a rematch with LL Snap in the bull. That might be pretty interesting. He says, once I get my heart rate up to 190, it will be a new record for me. All right, bro, take it easy. LL Snap, take it easy.
But it's official. The good news is that I just tore my labrum, and I guess there are 2 different ways to do it, and the way I did it is less severe than the other, so I'm really happy about that. Obviously, I'm really disappointed that I can't snowboard until right before the Olympics, which is gonna be hard. I haven't gotten nearly the amount of reps that I would have liked, but that's okay. I haven't.
Well, you know, Olympian's gonna go. She has no choice but to go out there and, you know, do her best.
You know, it's funny. I've been doing this for so long, and every season I am met with a different set of challenges. So I guess this is going to be the one this year. But again, I'm so grateful that I will be good to go for the Olympics. I get to wear this really sexy shoulder brace, which I should be wearing right now. It's really uncomfortable. You know, I went through a bunch of different waves of emotions, but honestly, I'm really excited for this week. I'm actually picking my man up from the train station in a few minutes, so we decided to kind of make a trip out of it. I think once I get through this week, I'll feel a lot better. I'm devastated to have to sit out of the Locks Open this year. This is genuinely one of my favorite events, so having to sit this one out is going to be hard. But I'll distract myself.
What did she say? She gonna distract herself? The thing is, she need to be tip-top shape to be with that man. That man might hurt her. That shoulder, what's she going to be doing with that shoulder hurt? He might make it worse. Say a prayer for that. Chloe Kim, she about to get, she said she going to be distracted. We know what that means. Don't we all know what that means? She going to be distracted. She not going to feel that shoulder no more. That shoulder's going to be the least of her worries. LL Snap said he burning 5 pounds a day. God dang, LL Snap, 760. LL Snap, you don't need to burn 5 pounds a day, bro. 1 pound a day is pretty. Aren't you supposed to lose 1 pound a week or something, LL Snap? LL Snap on a different system over there. 760, bro. That's 1 meal. What is that, steak? That's just one big steak. My man going carnivore over here.
You know, it's funny. I've been doing this for so long, and
she said she gonna be distracted. But listen, that shoulder, he might grab that shoulder. My shoulder. He might hurt that shoulder. She need to be careful. Let me get back to that place where she said she gonna be distracted.
You know, I went through a bunch of different waves of emotions, but honestly, I'm really excited for this week. I'm actually picking my man up from the train station in a few minutes, so we decided to kind of make a trip out of it. I think once I get through this week, I'll feel a lot better. I'm devastated to have to sit out of the Locks Open this year. This is genuinely one of my favorite events, so having to sit this one out is going to be hard. But I'll distract myself.
She says she gonna distract herself. She gonna hurt that shoulder. That shoulder gonna hurt some more. It says register for the 28 LA Olympics ticket draw. No purchase or payment required to register for the team ticket draw. Restrictions apply. Do I need to apply for that now? I might need to apply for that now. You know, I gotta go for judo and wrestling. What'd you send me, LL Snap? LL Snap, show me what you be eating, LL Snap. We got Cassie over here. That girl's an athlete, bro. She might need to do some real sport or something. Yeah, she might need to do a real sport. Look at this girl. This is a real weight. Some of the guys can't do this. Most guys can't do this. What you send me, LL Snap? She in Texas too. Where's Bastos at? Dallas? God dang. LO Snap. LO Snap keeping, yeah. God dang, LO Snap. LO Snap ain't playing around, man. This man ain't playing. This man ain't playing around. God dog, LO Snap. Gonna cut 100 pounds in 3 months? Dang, all right. Well, you focus, bro, so you can do it. She a real athlete, bro. She might need to do a real sport, though. She might need to do some, I don't know. What do you think she could do? Rugby or something? She can get to the Olympics. That was dumb.
Me down, right? You're supposed to like shove me. Oh no, Jimmy. Oh, I fell down, right? Okay, so now I'm down, and now you're gonna attack me, right? You're gonna come attack me. I'm gonna just come at me. Okay, so you're coming at me. I'm instantly going here, right? So now you think you're in control, right? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put together a simple sweep. Okay, you're gonna go here and then flip it like this, right? So now I got you. All right, now you can do this to me. Hey, come on. Okay?
I give up.
Okay.
I give up.
Okay, now I'm going to put you on like, no, Jimmy, you're down.
Okay.
Here, move this way. I don't want you to get hurt. Okay.
I'm already hurt.
Okay, Jimmy, you're such a bad guy. I'm going to get you. I'm coming in. Oh, wrap your leg. Jimmy, easy. Okay, ready? Okay.
What do I do?
Now, you're going to drop this knee on the inside. Put this one on the ground. Grab my hands. Now, scissor kick. Kick it. Ow! I got.
I can punch everybody. I get it. That's hard. How do you put me like that?
You can't get everybody a black belt. You can't get. Look. Is that the first lesson he learned with the Machados? He get Machado? He get Machado. I blame you. Is that that's the worst first lesson you could ever. I would have shown the headlock or the rear choke defense standing. You need to show something standing first. The hip throw. They try to punch you, block, grab the waist, hip throw. That's terrible, bro. See, this is why you can't get. See, you guys say I complain. I'm saying, man, you can't give everybody a black belt. A real black belt would know, hey, let me do something simpler that makes jiu-jitsu look good, easy to understand. He chose the worst move ever. Explanation was off. Yeah, well, clearly he didn't teach. If you get your black belt, shouldn't you be able to teach? I always thought, hey, am I wrong? I always thought, hey, if you're a black belt, you can teach a little bit. Some of these guys ain't taught nothing. Moneybird can't teach you. What can Moneybird teach you guys? Right now, what can Moneybird teach you? Remember when Mikey said Moneybird knew more techniques than most black belts? Remember that? Maybe he was right. What do I know, bro? People be making fun of me online. And I got about 20,000 technique videos. L Snap says, I'm doing it to show big people it's possible. My wife thinks I should document it for people to learn. You should. Now, you might scare some people. The thing is, people rather get on that Ozempic, bro. That GL1P, whatever, GP1, GLP, whatever it's called. They'd rather get on that. We live in a different age, L Snap. They're gonna see you working hard, eating 700 calories a day, burning 7,000 calories a day, and they're gonna go, oh, you know what? I'm gonna take that pill, or I'm gonna take that shot. So that was terrible. Henzo, you know that was terrible. That was terrible. I'm ashamed to see this video. I'm ashamed. This was terrible. I blame Higan Machado. I blame Higan Machado for all that.
Hey everybody, it is Tamara, better known as Firefly. I hope everybody is doing absolutely amazing right now, and I wanted to get on here and share a little bit. This new year, I have definitely gained a lot more people and a lot more attention, and I'm so glad that everybody can be a part of this and be a part of the jar. And I wanted to really express how much I care deeply for everybody that watches my videos, and I know that my words can hold a lot of weight, and I wanted to be sure that I made it clear that this is a space and this is a outlet for anybody who feels like they can't express themselves. And
what is she talking about? She need to go wrestle. LL Snap built different, bro. He just built differently than us. Now this is the girl that Shaq was sponsoring. She need to get that Mitsubishi maintenanced.
You are wearing these wrong.
How am I wearing them wrong? They're leggings.
No, that band goes underneath your booty. That is why it's a booty band.
Like, what do I do? Lift it up?
Lift your booty up.
Like
and
a
put
bra?
It underneath, like a bra.
It's a butt, not a boob.
No, this is a butt bra. Look at that. No gym required. It's a lie.
Man, I have goddamn had it with these fraudulent ass, Somali ass, pirate ass, butt cheek ass, fucking frauds. Nothing is real anymore. What the fuck? Okay. What's her at?
Do not have a pancake butt, but you are wearing these wrong.
How am I wearing them wrong? They're leggings.
No, that band goes underneath your booty. That is why it's a booty band.
Like, what do I do? Lift it up?
Lift your booty up.
Like
and
a
put
bra?
It underneath, like a bra.
It's a butt, not a boob.
No, this is a butt bra. Look at that. No gym required. It's a lie.
That's crazy. We've been falling for this for years.
When the sky is cracked and Jesus Christ comes again, and every eye will see him when he come again. So here's our question for you this morning, brothers and sisters. The simple question is this right here. Are you ready? Are you ready for his return? Amen. All right, amen. Are you ready for his? He is going to come when the sky is cracked and Jesus Christ comes again, and every eye will see him when he come again. So here's our question for you this morning, brothers.
They said that's in Atlanta. Yeah, that sounds about right. Man, these churches, bro. These churches out here. You know, me and LL Snap were talking about churches a while back. They said that's in Atlanta right there. Dang. They said that's Dave Chappelle. That's Dave Chappelle right there.
Good. That's good. No. No. You think I could beat it up? Beat it up. That's good. That's good. No. No. You think I could beat it up? Beat it up.
See, LL Snap can't be on that Rampage. Now, me and Mush can go. Me and Mush, we good. Mush, you ready for Rampage? No, we gotta work ourselves up to Rampage level. Says Saks Global, owner of Saks Fifth Avenue and Neiman Marcus, files for bankruptcy. Most of us ain't got money to shop at Saks Fifth, really. Saks Global, the U.S. luxury retail conglomerate that owns Saks Fifth Avenue, Neiman Marcus, and Bergdorf Goodman, has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. The bankruptcy comes just over a year after the $2.65 billion to $2.7 billion acquisition of Neiman Marcus, a deal that significantly increased the company's debt and strained its finances. Saks Global has obtained approximately $1.75 billion in financing, including a $1 billion debtor in possession loan and additional commitment funds to support ongoing operations during the Chapter 11 process. Leadership changes have been part of the restructuring, with someone getting taken over as CEO. Despite the bankruptcy filing, the company says its stores and the e-commerce platform will remain open, and it aims to honor customer programs and pay suppliers and employees while it reorganizes. So, hey, listen, it's crazy when these luxury brands go through bankruptcy.
And ladies, if you ever needed a fucking reason to get in shape, watch this shit real quick. That is Auntie Angela Bassett. We ain't even gonna say Bassett. We gonna say Bassett because the woman looked motherfucking fabulous. Now, the reason why I showed y'all that, look at these pictures. That is motherfucking 2002 versus today. So the body been bodying. Listen, I'm a male coach for women. And ladies, if it's one motherfucking message I can give y'all is this. Number fucking one. The way she dropped down on her knees and jumped the fuck back up at the age of 67.
67?
Name me many 67-year-old women who could drop down on their knees like that and prop the fuck back up like she did in that video and be okay and not struggle. That's number one. Skeletal muscular development, okay? The lady been working out since the fucking 90s. You get what I'm saying? Shit. For a long time. That's number one. The shit is important. Number two, every time she put her arms up in that video, as you can see from some of my favorite photos of this woman, the arms always been well developed as the shoulders. You know why? Because she works out her complete body, because she wants complete strength all the way to fuck around. Not just ass, legs. I love y'all ladies. I'm just being honest.
Wakanda.
You need a strong upper body, a balanced strong body as much as you need that ass and them legs, okay?
What was that?
That's the next thing. And the thing after that is, ladies, she eats a strict diet. There's a video floating around somewhere of her speaking about her diet.
Monday, Tuesday, I may eat carbs. Fruit.
Oh,
Tuesday, Wednesday, I may do protein, veggies.
She's 67.
Veggies every day. No fats those 4 days. And then the last 3 days, I flooded with fat. Good fat.
Listen, these other girls won't look like that. I'm sorry.
Salmon,
these other girls ain't going to look like that at
butter,
67.
You know, olive oil, walnut oil, that sort of thing. I don't do any dairy. All right.
The better you work out, the more you work out, the better fucking quality of life you will live. Notice how Auntie Angela is not, she doesn't have no surgeries as far as I know of, okay? She does not have anything other than muscle on her body from working the fuck out, eating well, and look at the result of this beautiful woman. Look at the motherfucking results. Ladies, if that don't light a flame under your ass to get your ass in the gym, and this is me saying this out of love, once again, I coach women. If that don't light a flame under your ass to get you in the gym by looking at how beautiful this woman looks at 67, I don't know what will. And hold the fuck on before y'all say it. Don't say, well, she's rich, she has access to da-da-da-da-da. Bullshit. I don't care how broke you are. I was broke as hell when I started working out. You can work out, you can still eat fucking healthy, okay? That's all it takes. Just be consistent with the shit. I'm a coach for women. If y'all need help, ladies, I love you. Shout out to Auntie Angela. I got you. All right, y'all have a good one. Shit.
She's 67.
And ladies, if you ever needed a fucking reason to get in,
she's 67, man. Dang. Look.
She said, "Say, hun, gotta show her love."
Hey. Oh, okay. Let me get out of there.
Sorry, listen, it's your fault because you made my drink too good. I was sober when I came in here. You like niggers? Sorry, listen, it's your fault because you made my drink.
Rampage crazy. His impulse control is probably gone. Just eat steak, you'll lose weight. I need some carbs too, bro. LL Snap don't need no carbs. I need carbs though.
Reason why J. Crew went from being the most successful retail public offering to going bankrupt. Welcome to part 3 of my series, Everything You Know and Love is Private Equity, where I talk about why your favorite brands
Can't do that no more. That's illegal. Don't do that.
Today
For
I
the love
want
of
to use
God.
J. Crew as kind of a notorious example for how private equity can ruin the companies that it touches using this thing called a leverage buyout. In 2011, J. Crew was bought by private equity firms TPG and Leonard Green and Partners for about $3 billion through a leverage buyout. And a leverage buyout is like this insane thing to the average person. But basically, the PE firm buys the company with loaned money and then puts the debt onto the company that they just bought. So in J. Crew's case, the second they were bought, they immediately started carrying like $1.7 billion in debt and needed to start making these like large payments with interest back to the lenders. And in the next decade, I think J. Crew went through a lot of like very normal, in my opinion, things that a lot of clothing companies go through. Like they had changes in leadership or their customers didn't like their new branding. Instead of being able to like invest money into improving their product, doing customer research, stuff like that in order to recover from their bad season, J. Crew needed to put all of their money into paying back these loans. So things only got worse and worse and worse until 2020, which is when J. Crew had to declare bankruptcy. This is finally when private equity lost control because the lenders that J. Crew owed money to converted their debt into actual equity ownership of the company. I think after a couple of years now, J. Crew finally seems to be doing better, which I'm actually very happy about because I do love their styling and I like their cashmere and their accessories. Like these are from J. Crew from a couple years ago. I'm gonna keep covering consumer brands for this private equity series, so you should follow for more and let me know if there's any brands or concepts you want me to cover. So private equity.
Yeah, J. Crew used to be a good brand, but you know, private equity. No, somebody missed it. CP, where's CP at? Nothing beats ramp. Yeah, you can't do that. I think she was Jamaican, half Jamaican or something.
You're shitting me. Felipe, there's something wrong with my check.
What's wrong with your check, Abe?
There's not enough money. Where's the money? You're paying one number and then taking a lot of the money for all these other things.
Let me see, Gabe. This money goes to the local government, federal government, your insurance, and your social security. That's why it's less money.
I can't make enough money to live off this.
You may need to get another job.
Another job? I wash dishes all the time. When can I do another job?
I don't know. I have 3 jobs.
What?
I work here, I'm a mechanic, and I do a valet parking at an escape room.
I thought a job gives me enough money for all my things and some extra money to spend on fun stuff.
Sorry, Abe. This is how it is.
You're shitting me.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Shout out to my Swedish crew and Norwegian crew. Probably in New York or somewhere. I don't know. Or a rich escape room. Shout out to we got a couple guys over there. Espen, John, some of the other guys, Richie, Ricard. Couple guys over there. David, yeah, a couple guys. The picture blurry. Who took this blurry picture? Robin. So that's the gym I train at when I go to Sweden. You see John over there, some other guys. Mavericks, they have a team called Mavericks. Shout out to them.
You try to get out. It ain't trying to stand over ever. Well over both their legs here. If he tries to stand up, you try to get out. Wants to. You stop. So if Guy wants to be on my side.
I don't know what we're looking at there. Felipe Andrews in the hospital. I'm not sure what's going on. What happened to him? Some surgery or something? He did. Listen, that man ate some heel hooks. He probably had some knee surgery. Let's look at the matches though. He definitely ate some heel hooks. Nogi. He definitely ate some heel hooks. Yeah, he probably got some knee surgery. That knee got tore
Well,
up.
you mentioned the passing of Declan. I wonder if we're going to get to see it because Philippe also has some pretty great wrestling.
He does. Declan has good wrestling. Like I'll tell you what, it's not necessarily the cleanest, but it's productive.
Gets the job
it
done,
does.
right?
He does. He puts people down. Sometimes you're like, yeah, that may have not been exactly the cleanest, but boy, oh boy, it's productive.
I think I've heard that said about my wrestling from time to time, so I
See?
can't hate
See?
on it. Oh,
Arm drag,
there
cross
we
ankle
go.
pick. He uses that cross foot sort of block and creates a lot of good opportunity from there.
Man, that frame from Philippe Andrew really, really saved him from some trouble here. It actually put him all the way back into close guard. And we know Andrew has an incredible
So I think he went to
close guard.
50-50.
Here we go.
He goes for an ankle lock.
It's K guard now. It's close guards.
He goes for ankle lock and gets heel
He does
hooked.
have a really good
Here.
foot lock. Does Philippe
Oh,
Andrew? Oh, it's
heel
not a
hook
heel
there.
hook. That's on deep.
Dude, that is deep. He may get this, Sean.
That's deep. That's tight.
He's gonna.
I think he's
look
gonna
at the
tap.
pain.
Yeah, I got
Whoa, Declan Moody. Heel
He got heel hooked by
Philippe
somebody else too.
Andrew. Kieran,
Who else heel hooked him? He kind of had that Roberto defense. You remember when Roberto would get heel hooked? He got heel hooked a couple times actually. Who heel hooked him? Well, Jacob Couch did.
All right, here with Roberto Jimenez. Came out here, won South American trials, qualified for ADCC 2022. How you feeling right now?
I feel good. I let my emotion out on the mat I don't do that so often, but it's a form of expression. So, I feel good. I came here to represent everyone, North, Central, and South America, everybody in the world. But, this is the South American trials. We got Chile, Peru, Ecuador, anyone that can come out here, this is a step forward into a dream that can become reality. So I just want to be, my goal was to inspire everyone in Latin America, Spanish speaking and Portuguese speaking as well, and even the English speaking, that anything is possible. I don't take steroids, I don't go out, I don't drink. I've been sober, I haven't been smoking weed for a while, and this is all, I'm just being honest, this is how I am. And, anything is possible if you focus and really give everything.
So you said you showed a little bit more emotion than usual after winning here. What kind of emotions did you experience, knowing that you just qualified for ADCC and also in front of this cool crowd and everything? Everybody's really into it.
I saw a video, earlier this week that said, if you chase your dreams, you're never gonna catch them. So this is part of manifesting a dream that I've had since I'm a child. I had a feeling I might have gotten the invitation to ADCC, but I don't want to leave it in the hands of chance. I want to confirm everything that I'm going to do. If it's something that I'm doing in my life as my career as an artist, and I came here and I confirmed my ticket in, and I'm ready. I got one more mission this year. I got a handful of missions, but the main mission this year is ADCC. Weight and absolute if possible.
Absolutely. What do you think about your weight class at ADCC? There's a lot of exciting names in there. It's going to be maybe the best division at the tournament. What do you think about 77 kilograms at ADCC?
One more. Mais una más. Lucha es lucha.
Yeah.
Fight is a fight.
You're looking really good at this weight. You're competing lower than you used to. I mean, how you feeling at 77 kilograms?
I feel good. I did a 5-day fast the first week of New Year, like on New Year's Eve, starting through the first 5 days of this year. I did a 5-day liquid fast, and I was training twice a day, teaching, lifting. So from that, I think my body transformed into like a new, if you see Dragon Ball Z, you see Goku goes in the instant, and Super Saiyan God, he becomes leaner.
Yeah.
And I feel very connected with God at this moment. With Mother Earth giving all the fuel that I need. I haven't been eating animals for a while now, and I feel really good kicking into the alkaline nutrition, which is electric foods coming from the origin, and anytime I can share that,
That's what it'll not be eating. Electric food.
And my state of mind, my brain, well-being, and even my spirit feels lighter. Yeah.
So what are you going to do to get ready for ADCC Worlds in Las Vegas?
Electric
Just keep
food.
pushing it up. Got more than 5 months. That's it. Just keep pushing. Every day is another day to get better than I was yesterday.
All right, Roberto, anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Believe.
All right, Roberto.
That's what LL Snap be eating that electric food too. That's how LL Snap be powering himself. He be eating that electric diet. He plug himself in. Where's Roberto? Jacob Couch, maybe. Jacob Couch. A couple people got at him in the heel hook. Gordon.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for the next quarterfinal middleweight match scheduled for a 15-minute time limit.
Jake in Mount Ver- of the competitive moments, and I feel it's he's definitely one of the favorites in this division.
Keep on the center as best as you can. If you feel your back is going close to the edge, try to circle around. All right, bring the fight, shake hands, step back, wait for me, guys.
Fight! On the right of the screen, Roberto Jimenez with the red ankle band. Jacob Couch immediately pulling guard. And definitely, I think this is a real underdog story, right, Chase? That Roberto, by far the favorite, but let's not sleep on Jacob Couch.
No, and he's got the tools to do it. A great leg locker, and already in on an entry here, hunting for the heel. The heel's a little bit shallow. It's going to come out here. Roberto might be able to take the back, but Jacob Couch is right where he wants to be in this match. Roberto is dry, and this is a lot of torque already on the knee.
My word. That was a strong start there, and not over yet. Couch is still cranking on that heel. Doesn't have the optimal position from which to finish this, but that's not by no means to say that he can't execute a leg lock. But if there is one weakness that we know from Roberto Jimenez, it is generally that he has a...
Okay, now it's looking a little better.
Again. This is much better. Deep. Jimenez is rolling for his life here.
Okay, now
that worked for a second.
He lost his grip here on the heel hook, and Roberto's in a much better spot, but still definitely not out of danger. And Couch is
he defended better than that.
Here. Oh, and now he manages to get his leg out of danger and is now in a better position to attack. But we may see Couch go for the inside heel hook here. He does seem to have locked on the inside Sankaku position. He's searching for that heel on the inside. Now
that leg was
for
extended.
The
that was it.
He's got it wrapped.
That leg was hanging out.
This is on.
Yeah, that was already it, bro.
And fighting from Jimenez.
His knee line was almost out. Okay, he sucked it back in. Okay, that was it.
He gets it. It's on. It's on. Roberto is bridging up. His hand floated for a second. It looked like he was close to tapping. He's still hand fighting. His heel is very much in danger.
Okay, don't go
here.
up. Don't go up. Never go up. No, never. Okay, that might have been. No. Okay, he shouldn't have.
Oh, submission. Submission for Jacob Couch. Jacob Couch, the biggest
Never go up. Never go up.
Division, takes out the favorite, the minus 700 favorite.
Never go up. Who else heel hooked Felipe Andrew? And Gabriella, you know Gabriella got heel hooked. Who heel hooked Gabriella? Or I can't remember. I'm trying to find. Was it Aiga? Oh, my man been heel hooked a couple times.
And
So we started looking at this because he had surgery, and I was like, it's got to be his knee. See, he leaves the leg out. Oh no, that leg's hanging out. No, bro, you should have stood up. You should have stood up after that. Oh, is it Wojlock? Yeah, it's a Wojlock. No, it must have been a hook. You got a wrong feet crossed. Everything wrong. Look, he got the wrong leg crossed. Felipe Andrew, you should have just stood up at that point and watched the outside leg coming across. He keep going for leg locks and get leg locked. He should not go for any more leg locks. If I was this coach, I would say no more leg locks, bro. Just play regular jiu-jitsu. It's too late. Well, he left the leg out. The reason we were looking at this because I was like, well, that's what they call leg lock the flop. Who calls it that? Anyway, who calls it that? Little snap. So the reason I was looking at him, I was like, man, did he need that knee surgery he needed? They got decent healthcare in Brazil though. Stealth BJJ, it's one of the kids in London that I know of. Not a bad gym though. Look at that. Which reminds me, I need to send some videos to Cousin Tony. Yeah, it's a nice little facility. The flop. That's the snow Mush might get. That might be the snow. That's the snow Mush be trying to get with. They say it shouldn't work, but it does. They tap every time. I mean, I'm sure you grab anything, they're gonna tap out. Trying to impress a pretty girl at the gym. We call that the yoink, but someone else has it. I think Ralph calls it something else. AOJ got something going on. I don't know what's going on. Oh, seminar tour. Why they got my man Cobrinha like that? Well, that's Leo Vieta. That's Cobrinha. We got the 133 pickings at NCAA's. Lucas Bird, you guys know him. He's the guy that dates the tall girl. You got Lucas Bird. You got Ben Davino, Ryan Crickham, Evan Frost, Kyler Larkin, Marcus Blaze. Marcus Blaze ranked number 6. Tyler Knox, Jacob Vandy, Jax Forrest. He probably need to be ranked higher. I can't wait for NCAA's. Dream matchup, Valencia versus Sedulayev. I like Valencia. But I don't think Valencia can beat Sedulayev. I don't think David Taylor could beat Sedulayev. Aaron Brooks can't beat Sedulayev. I don't think who in America. I would like to throw Buchanan at him, but I don't think anybody could really take Sedulayev right now. No Aaron Brooks, no Valencia, no David Taylor. Yeah, I don't think they can handle Sedulayev. That's a different breed of person right there, man. Zaire versus Snyder. That might be okay. Higuchi versus Amazad. Burroughs versus Harutunan. Oh, I'm not looking forward to that match. Sidakov versus Takahashi. Ooh, that might be pretty good. Sidakov versus Takahashi. I want another Sidakov versus Jordan Burroughs too, though. And I want another Takahashi versus Khalid. Can we get that? All right, that's some good matchups in wrestling. The wrestling matchups, I kind of enjoy the wrestling matchups a little bit better than the jiu-jitsu matchups. Let me go back. So, we got Europeans coming up. So, if you guys go to Europe, please get the egg tart. Is that the store? The grocery store? No, we don't got that. We got Kroger's, Publix, Whole Foods, Costco, Trader Joe's. Yeah, we don't have HEB, I think. I might have to look that up, but I don't think we do. We got Spanish groceries, Asian groceries. We got whatever you need, bro. What? So you got something particular?
Portuguese egg tarts versus Chinese egg tarts.
So anyway, the egg tart. When you go to Portugal, get the egg tart. If you guys going to Lisbon, yeah, Raph was good. I'm excited for Raph. We're gonna do another watch party. Get that egg tart. That egg tart good. Mm.
Their flavor is going to be more on the savory side, but still subtly sweet, which is common for Chinese desserts. And you can definitely taste the egg a little bit more. If you want to learn the very cool story of how these two tarts were invented, I made a full YouTube video that is out now. It's a cool story, so check it out.
Yeah, if you guys go to Euros, HEB, I gotta look and see, but I don't think we have that store. Oh, the screen paused? Yeah, it did pass. Give me 1 second. Oh, my bad. You guys can't see. Oh, yeah, the screen did pause. Screen, what are you doing? Listen, there's always something, brother. There you go. Good call.
Yeah, 8 years younger now.
What?
This is why you're energetic.
It's 2018. That's why I'm feeling like this.
Exactly. You feel a bit different here?
So Fortnite just came out. Fortnite just came out. Oh my gosh. So Ronaldo is still in Real Madrid. Chat. Everything is in the past here.
How old are you? It's 2018.
I was 13. So I'm 13 years old.
Imagine all the things you could do.
He was 13 2018?
Can't stay here.
I'm 13, chat.
I'm old.
I'm about to go back to school.
And also there's a different time.
You just became 8 years younger. You just time traveled back in time. You're now 8 years younger. You're 21, right? You're 21?
20.
20.
How?
Because we are in 2018, our calendar.
What?
Yeah, this is a very unique.
Speed over there in Africa. Me and Mush need to go to Africa too. Hello, Snap. You want to go to Africa? Will your wife let you go? I'm sorry. We gotta check with the missus first. LL Snap. She probably got to come with us to make sure he don't get in trouble. Helena says she passed her USADA test. All right, Helena. Now, can anybody else at Kingsway say that? And can anybody else at Kingsway pass that test? Now, Just because you pass the test don't mean you clean, but you cleaner than other people are. Josiah's getting worse. Well, what you want me to do? What you want me to do? What you want me to do, bro? What you want me to do? Thank you for telling me, but what you want me to do? I can't help that man. LO Snap can't help him. Mush can't help him. Grippo can't help him. Only God can help that man. He told Gianni's girlfriend she's getting his sloppy seconds. How? 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 That's actually kind of funny. he getting slapped. How? He ain't never had Grippo. He ain't never had no Grippo on his YouTube. I don't watch his YouTube, bro. That man is Rainbow. And I don't got no problem with Rainbow. He just need to accept it. He said that's his slop. Josiah ain't nobody's sloppy. He ain't nobody's seconds. He ain't nobody's first, second, third, fourth, fifth. That man needs to be locked up. Lock him up. I'll testify. We need to. Where the police at? And this Josiah, he see the police, he start running. He needs some help, bro. We can't help that man. I'm not gonna waste my time. That's a waste of my time. Listen, we chilling in 2026. We trying to get that money and get that honey. We ain't worried about that man. We ain't worried about that fool in 2026. We left him behind in 2025. I wish him the best. I'll say some prayers for him. But he 30. He in his 30s. He need to grow up, get help, and stop being obsessive over this man that doesn't want him. This man do not want him. Would not be surprised if he tried to do something bad to Grippo one day. Psycho. Well, Grippo, stay strapped up. Grippo, stay strapped up, bro. Grippo good. He gonna move to Canada. Just move to Canada, Grippo. And you know what? We gotta give respect to Mush, because Mush was like, all right, man. The whole time, LO Snap, me and LO Snap, LO Snap got a good heart. So he was like, let me help this man. And Mush was like, you know what? Screw this man. So look, Mush was right the whole time. Yeah, screw that mofo. I do hope he gets some help. Grippo falls in love. Don't even say that, bro. Dance hard die. You need to be paused for that, bro. You need to get hit by the rich for that. You need to get hit by the rich for that. John, whoa, you're not Josiah, are you? You might be Josiah. That might be Josiah, bro. Put your eyes on him. Why? How you know what Josiah been talking about, bro? You might be Josiah, bro. He might be Josiah. That might be Josiah right there. Nah, you might be you might be one of Josiah's personalities. Listen, I don't trust nobody no more. The only people I talk to, I only trust the people I know in real life over here. Nah. You can't troll that man. He's untrollable. He's uncontrollable and untrollable. You might be Josiah, bro. All right, Helena passed the test. Can anybody else over there pass the test?
Muito boa tarde, pessoal.
I will look at that later. Helena's got a match too at the IBJJF Grand Prix versus Agatha. She sounds familiar. Agatha. She just got a black belt too. I'm not looking forward to those matches, bro.
Coming of age. So John Reeder, I hope I said his name right, his old team got cut, Cal Baptist. Swim team got cut by their athletic department, and he attributes it to swimmers not posting enough. It seems like there's this attempt at a swimfluencer economy. People like that. They're not fast enough to be pro swimmers, but they're here still, getting a lot of likes.
And he thinks encouraging swimmers to make more content is a way to save the sport. He's saying we need to bring more people into the fold and monetize that attention to save swimming. And I think he's reaching a little bit. I think we can save swimmers with content. I don't think it's enough to save swimming on the whole just yet. Almost every episode I've been shouting from the top of my lungs that swimmers need to have personality. They need to have a character. They need to come out and be more visible. Back in the day where it was like, oh, I got a gold medal. Now I should get some swim company should sponsor me and give me money. Those days are over. Nobody's coming to save you. You got to save yourself.
It seems that there's a swimfluencer coming of age.
So I was saying this to Mush. We had a little conversation. Some of you guys weren't here, but you guys got to keep marketing yourselves. Swimmers, it don't matter what sport, really. Wrestling, swimming, jiu-jitsu, fencing, whatever you do, you got to keep marketing yourself. And putting your face out there, putting your voice out there, putting your words out there, putting your art out there. Whatever you got to keep putting it out there. So I'll keep yelling that out at people. You can't troll Josiah. He crazy. You trolling him is not helping him. You giving him. You gotta take the attention away from him. So I chose not to give him any more attention, because he's not trying to get better. If he was trying to get better, I would still be trying to help him. But I'm not gonna. If you're not trying to better yourself, I ain't gonna help you. Simple as that. You ain't trying to get better. You ain't doing everything in your power to get better. I ain't going to help you. And that man's very selfish, People try to help him, and all he ever talks about is me, Grippo, me, my feelings, my crush, my love, my journey, my mental health, and he be terrorizing everybody else's mental health. You got your new belt and rash guard coming out. All right. All right, LL Snap got some artistic ability too. He need to put that art out there more.
Thing is, right, if you go to any upper class neighborhood and you truly get to know the people, you'll notice that most of them have a similar social profile. Most will be married, educated, heavily investing into their children's education. They work in stable, high-earning professional careers, be active in their church and community boards, and they'll make health and fitness a priority. And the crazy part is the opposite is true as well. In low-income neighborhoods, you tend to see a consistent social profile. There's low marriage rates, more single-parent households, less educational attainment, unstable, low-paying job, not much investment in children's education, and a notoriously high obesity rate. Just how success leaves clues, so does fail. It's a blueprint and instruction manual everywhere you look. And the question you have to ask yourself is, are you willing to follow the blueprint? And that doesn't mean you have to do all the things that are listed, but it's a reason why most successful people do all of those things that I just listed. So follow the blueprint. Thing is, right, if you go to any...
There's some wiggle room in there. I try not to paint people... people tend to paint people that are successful as good, people that are not successful, lower income as bad. So that's not the case. Some of the best people don't have money. You see those you do see them everywhere. They got rich girls too. Rich girls be doing the same thing. Black rubber band. But there's some good people in there too. Even if they could be eating Cheetos, that doesn't mean they're bad though. They could be broke, doesn't mean they're bad. They could be rich, don't mean they're good. I know a lot of rich people that are terrible. He said it was generalized, but yeah. I mean, you can go to some really look at them rich kids. Them rich kids be having all the problems in the world. They be all them drugs and shit. They be all messed up. Getting in trouble.
There's a few places that I'm not going this year. I'm not going out my way, and I'm not going above and beyond. I won't be traveling to any of those destinations. I'm just not going to do it. This is something else I want to point out. It's a lot of talk going on the internet. This isn't about any rappers, what I'm about to say, but it was a guy talking about fuck the streets, because certain rappers were saying fuck the streets, and I don't have an opinion if they say fuck the streets or don't fuck the streets. But I did like what this person said, and what this person said is this, that he was a street nigga, and then he said he basically didn't get nothing out of it, and he wasn't saying fuck the streets, but he basically was like, the streets made me, but at the same time, the streets robbed me of who I could have became. And I was like, yo, I really like the way he put that. The streets helped you definitely become who you are if you grew up in that environment. Let's say you didn't grow up in that environment and you could have been a chemist or a doctor or something else, but you didn't have that path. So sometimes the streets will rob you of being something greater than you may be already. And a lot of us that come from urban environments are so proud. Nah, nigga, I'm from the streets. I'm from the streets. I'm from the streets. What you could have been. So sometimes the streets may have made you, but it may have also robbed you of what you could have been. It's a few places that I'm not going this year.
Right.
I'm not going out my way.
You're right, bro. It can amplify you. I'm just saying, we just can't paint all the rich people as good and successful and productive. And you can't put all poor people as bad and undisciplined. And yeah, some of the poor people be the hardest workers. Remember during COVID, who were the essential workers? It was the poorest people. The poorest people were the most essential workers. And you know what? At the end of the day, what's the most important thing? Your family? Housing, family, housing, food. I'll put reproduction in there. Family, reproduction. You know, the hierarchies of life. Yeah. Self-actualization. That's like the last thing you focus on. Everything else about food and shelter. And most of those things are provided by the poorest people. The people that build the houses. The people that make sure, the trash is gone, trash, filtration with water, other buildings, food production, growing the food, picking the food, yeah, driving the food. Yeah, that's just regular people. And most of those people, they ain't got no power to hurt you. Now, the rich people can hurt you. The rich people, they be making decisions. They be sending your kids off to war. They send you off to war. Rich people can't wait to send you off to war in Venezuela or Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, Russia. They can't wait to send you over there. Ain't no poor person ever sent you to war. It was always somebody rich. They might work hard, but they also have wasting their time. Well, a lot of them people working, how many hours they working? They working 12 hours. They working 12-hour shifts. How they go? They ain't got no time to waste. Nah, I'm on the side of the lesser. And there's some poor people that work hard and build themselves out of nothing. The thing about life is you have to maximize your earning potential at all times. That's true. But I'm saying some people will just work hard, not screwing anybody over. And a rich person can screw over 1,000, 10,000 people when they do them layoffs. Yeah, they can lay off 20,000 people. Well, I'm maximizing my earnings. So we gotta look at it case by case. We can't just generalize people. If only 15% of United States citizens have over $1,000 in the bank account at any given time of savings, yeah. That might be lower than that. But LL Snap, he rich now, bro. LL Snap on the other side. He on the don't listen to LL Snap no more. He on the other side. Now he did come from the bottom, but he on the other side. He already made it. I'm speaking for the people that haven't made it. And honestly, not everybody can make it. Isn't that true, LL Snap? There's no way everybody could make it. Because you still need people, again, make your food, grow your food, drive the trucks, teach at schools, all this other stuff. It wouldn't happen if everybody was rich. There's no way the system wouldn't work if everybody was rich. So Yeah, I mean, I see people working hard. They're working 12-hour shifts and 7 days a week. What time they got to waste? I know you worked hard, but I'm saying now you good now. But listen, not everybody gonna have your mindset, LO Snap. That is unique to you. That is God's gift to you. That mindset. Most people weak. Most people soft. They ain't got that mindset, that killer mindset, that work hard mindset. That's a gift for you. Most people ain't got that. So we can't hold everybody to that same standard. You got elite level mindset, bro. Not you over here existing off 700 calories. The average person can't live off no 700 calories. They eat that. That's their snack. 700 calories in the snack. LO Snap. 700 calories in a drink of soda. They drink 700 calories in soda. They drink about 2 or 3 bottles of soda. That's 700 calories.
What do you mean you are?
No, I am not.
You are.
No, I'm not. Do you want to smash your barrel?
I dare you.
I will.
I dare you.
No
Don't
one
be our
test me.
Miley, don't. Oh my God.
I don't know why people. Why he's laughing for? What, Chris? Why are you laughing for? Why are you laughing for? I'm being serious. I'm being serious. No, you see, I'm talking facts here. I don't do if, buts, and maybe.
What's this called then? This latest car?
It's called a Range Rover, Granny.
I tell you what, though, folks, that's bloody nice. That is really. That is bloody lovely.
Tomorrow. 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 Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
It's tomorrow, not tomorrow.
I'm not going school.
You are going
no,
school.
I'm not going.
What do you mean you are?
Yeah. LO Snap, so you could be the wolf or you could be the sheep. Well, that's if you get the choice. Sometimes you don't get the choice. Hopefully people get the chance to choose. Sometimes you don't get a chance to choose. Life kind of will push you. Look at Josiah. He not in his right mind. Do you think he had the choice of being a wolf or being a sheep? I don't know. His mind not even right, bro. Some people's mind not right, LO Snap. Well, this is technically a slave country too. But yeah, you're right. Cuba, I know you had it hard in Cuba. I'm just saying, man, you built different, bro. Not everybody makes it out of Cuba, right? Not everybody makes it out of poverty or whatever adversity they're going through. And some of that's luck and circumstances, meeting the right people, right time. Listen, if we were born 200 years ago, man, we would have been screwed. LO Snap, that would have been it. There would be no opportunities. 200 years ago, yeah, about 200 years ago, that's it. We would have been cooked. Me, LO Snap, and Mush, we would have been cooked out here. All right, well, I'm working till I die now. We would have. There would be no option. So we're lucky just to be born in this time period. As crazy as it is, like we could have been born 200-300 years ago. Well, I'm over here working myself to death. Ain't nothing better. Hopefully you get to keep your family. Sometimes you couldn't keep your family. So we are very lucky, bro. We could have been. Woo, it could always be worse. Where was I at?
Hi, I assumed you were an athlete. I'm Stephanie Nicole. Hi.
Yeah, I play football.
I knew he was an athlete.
Mm.
No, but I just saw like the professional security man. We had the entourage. I was like, oh, I need to see what's going on over here.
Yep. We're from the documentary for our NFL team. So.
Oh my gosh, a documentary.
That's how the girl's gonna be approaching Mush when he get on the live stream. The snow gonna be approaching him. He won't have to work no more. The snow gonna start approaching my man.
The NFL team.
Yeah, well, I'll play for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Are you serious? Yeah. What was your name?
Xavier Worthy.
Xavier Worthy over here in Chicago, Illinois, from Kansas City. He's not playing around. He's really on it. He's actually in the fucking NFL.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That was a professional yapper right there. You stay away from girls like that, chat. She was digging for gold. She was digging for gold.
That kid already jaded. Yeah, that's gonna be Mush. That's how the girl's gonna be approaching Mush from now on.
I knew he
was. Mush, you need to watch out, Mush.
corn.
Panera. Bread! 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 Bread!
This is the English grass whistle.
I've literally never done that before. That's sick.
Yeah, bismillah.
Hey, I said men are simple creatures. Just some dudes looking at the rain.
He runs! He runs! Get his ass! Get his ass!
Oh my God! They got the.
That's what.
Looking for me. I'm with all the grown men in the corn.
Yeah, guys are simple. I mean, you can. Well, I mean, a lot of it's luck, man. Can we be honest? A lot of this is luck. I mean, you don't choose your family. You don't choose your genetics. You don't choose where you're born. You don't choose what time period you're in. You don't choose what part of the country you're born. Yeah, you know, a lot of life is luck. You know, anything could have happened. If your dad or mom had done something differently, you might not be here. Like if they went, oh, I'm going to the store instead. Well, that's like you said, money just accentuates what you want, what you already got in there. But yeah, most people simple. And you know what? Sometimes when poor people get money, they change too, though. Remember not coming to America, trading places. Look, people change when they get some money. Sometimes you become worse. Sometimes you become better. You never know. That would be pretty interesting if everybody could experience having money for a time period to see if they would like it or not. And more money, more problems. Not saying money's bad though.
Bidet, cream butthole, everybody. What do Japan use bidet, cream butthole, everybody? What do you use?
Charmin Ultra.
Dirty ass. Japan use bidet, cream butthole, everybody. What do you use?
Charmin Ultra.
Dirty ass.
Dirty. Why these girls be working out like this? I can't play the music. Man, I use the water thing that squirts on your butt and do wipes. Yeah, get it clean. These girls, how many calories do you think they burn that little snap? How many calories do you think they burning in there? They be doing everything. A little snap, they just burned the same amount of calories as you, bro. He said, I need one of those. When I get some money, that's what I'm gonna get. Get the toilet that squirts. Pause on me. That's the girls that little snap need to watch out for. You need to stay away from these girls right here. 300. That's not bad.
And what it says about you, part 5.
Hey, my brother in Christ. Also my brother in Christ. Not my brother in Christ. If you wear a tatami, probably work at a computer and you're into judo throws. People who wear Jujutaro at minimum have a Hinge, Tinder, and Bumble account. The reason I'm combining half sumo and few will hunt is these people are usually jacked, and they only hit darces and maybe a guillotine. If you wear Moya, I'm sorry, you're a cheapskate. You didn't have enough money for shoya roll, so you settled for Moya. No hate, I've worn a Moya gi for the last 3 years. Ex-Marshal, you dirty dog. I don't even want to see your search history. And lastly, we got Al Leone. Or Leone, I don't know what it's called. I have never seen a white person wear this brand in my life. It's only Joseph Chen and Dagestanis. And personally, I think we should try to prove this by having Al Leone send me a full fight kit. That's the only way to prove it. Send this white boy a fight kit. Jiu-Jitsu.
Dang, bro. You can't get no sponsorship, bro? Hey, brown belt. Oh, that's why he can't get no sponsorship. He can't get no sponsorship? Nah, you need to get paid, bro. You don't need no fight kit. Get the paid. Get money. Get some money, bro. You don't need no fight kit. That fight kit costs $5 to produce.
Get back to the gym.
It costs $60. Okay. I'm spoiled. I like the Japanese. I went to one of the friend's house. He had the Japanese toilet. That thing was magnificent. Helen over here. First national team wrestling camp. She getting back in shape. Let's go, Helen.
Get back to work. You got more to show. Life don't stop for nobody, so neither can you. You got to challenge yourself to stay consistent no matter what. You can't be out here worrying about your feet.
Oh, she's doing that on purpose? I was like, what's wrong with her pull-ups? She's doing like a pause in the middle. She's pretty strong. I feel like Amit's got to be the strongest
7 pounds, which to me says he didn't take it seriously or try to make weight. So then Bo is put in a really tough position. Probably after he watched Stephen Buchanan 10-0 him, he's probably like, oh man, I should have just wrestled him. But
yeah, Downey sitting there making weight saying
they should have had Downey and Bo wrestle.
Bo wouldn't wrestle him.
Yeah.
Oh, well, why not? Downey made the weight, bro.
He didn't want to wrestle Pat Downey.
That's a fine decision
Nickel,
to make, but I appreciate someone who will just be like, whatever.
Well,
we're gonna wrestle. I'm not saying it's the right decision.
Yeah, no. And
I understand why I wouldn't. I'm not saying I would even in that position, but it's kind of like you just get endeared to a guy that will go and do
100%. The best upside, regardless of whatever, it's taking that match and smashing Yoel Romero. How much of it is like, all right, man, you just had these guys on the main event. You let them dunk on me for 10 minutes. Am I going to do you any favors now and take this match?
Right.
Like, no. He missed weight. That's it. It's over. Bo's getting like, dude, I went to his Instagram. There's a post that he's smoking a cigar. He's kind of inviting it a little bit, maybe.
Okay, Bo knows what he's doing. Like,
does he though? Because I don't think so. He does not like. He is caught in different worlds. Bo doesn't like being the heel. He doesn't like the negativity. It's very obvious, but a lot of it happens to him. And Yoel misses by 7.
Nah, no, Bo. I'm not sure Bo's a heel. Your toilet got Bluetooth. It tracks. What you got tracking? You got something tracking on there? There's some apps that track your stool and stuff. You gonna LO Snap? What that Bluetooth tracking, bro? I don't want my toilet to have Bluetooth though. That's too much. I want analog. I want analog. I don't want my toilet tracking me. You know it's gonna know your schedule, your bathroom schedule. How many flushes per day? That thing gonna know how many times you flushing per day, LO Snap. that thing measuring. It got music on there too. Shout out to Bo Nickel. He said he don't know why people hate him. I think it's because of his personality, but that's just me. Maybe I'm wrong. Seems like people said they do want the live stream martial arts business, live stream for martial arts business. Yeah, I might set that up. I might have to. If I get Matt, we might have to get some drinks for that man. That might be pretty good. He do like a nice drink. Toilet plays music and it lifts up when I come. The toilet be greeting you. Oh snap! I don't know about that, bro. Oh, that's pretty crazy. Oh wow! Send that to me, bro. You know my man LO Snap be on the Amazon. He know everything. Remember when we tried to find the bed that Amit was using? LO Snap knew exactly what that was. She says, "I'll never force my kids to do anything growing up. It's literally their choice whether they want to do wrestling or jiu-jitsu. You got two choices, kid." Hello, Snap. Were you there back then? What's cool is nobody messed with the fight. They just let them go at it. Little Plata. They got him at a triangle though. That was it. Porrada. All right. Let him go. Let him go. So remember the guy that shot Leandro? That was a purple belt. The guy that fought Leandro was a purple belt. Got taken down. And then look what happened to Crazy Horse. He got choked out. He didn't try to kill the other guy. He just got my ass beat. The cop that shot Leandro got taken down. I don't know if he was choked or anything. He said, "I feared for my life, even though I train and he trains and we kind of know each other." Ain't that crazy? This is breaking news. New participation record set in Lisbon. Over 6,000 grapplers set for IBJJF European Championship. Said bro Charles got up, went over to Vanderlei and knocked him out with one punch. They never got that on camera, did they? Everybody backstage was just looking like, what? Yeah, what was the issue with those guys? But yeah, 6,000 competitors for IBJJF Europeans. Now that venue's small, so that's gonna be tight. It says Euros grew nearly 5% compared to 2025, so that's gonna be good. I don't know if we're gonna live stream. We might live stream the final. We're not gonna live stream the blue belts though. I'm sorry. Now they need to put some money on there, bro. They ain't put no money. They got that stupid Grand Prix that nobody asked for, but they can't pay for Europeans. IBJF backwards. I hope I make enough money to buy them out one day. Most of it's Masters people too. Charles was supposed to fight one of Vanderlei's, and Vanderlei was like a bully. He bullied everybody, man. Everyone was scared of him. He was on steroids like the whole 9 yards. Oh, Vanderlei what? Well, yeah. 6K competitors is 828K minimum. Well, you gotta take into account registration fees. Registration fee. There's different. You said minimum. Okay, so now take in not registration, membership fee. Membership fees for January, month of January. And I mean, yeah, you can't give no money. Well, how about 10%? What's 10% of 828? $82,000. In how many divisions? Rooster, light feather, middle. Wait, light rooster, light feather, light, middle heavy, super heavy, ultra heavy. 18. What's that's not enough money. That's not enough money. That would be like $5,000 for the champions. Maybe. Well, just do that then. 10% of they can't put 10% back into the. They won't do it. And you know, IBJF has sponsors. Didn't you guys know that? There's sponsors and stuff. They had the vendors. They're making money from the vendors. There's sponsors near the mats. So they making over $1 million. He said, "I don't pay." Yeah, they're making $1 million and they're not paying nothing back, bro. That's crazy. The new B team shirt. Okay, some of you guys might get that. LL Snap, you should have designed something like that, bro. Late registration is $184. Some people are going to pay it. Yeah, you got vendors, sponsors, and the members. They make it over $1 million, bro. And membership fees that renew on January. We got Marlon Tajik. It's kind of crazy because I remember this kid when he was little, like, teenager. So he's been killing it. Now it looks like he's on that Atos, the Atos diet over there. Atos diet is going well for him. Victor Hugo, Pedro Mourinho, Diego Pato should not be out there, bro. Pato about to get crushed up. What is cushed? Michael Pixley, Devontae, Javier Barter, Nick Hartman. Yeah, Pato should not be out there. Says today's sacrifice can be tomorrow's joy. That might be me. I gotta get money for the live stream, so that I might have to sacrifice myself for you guys. I might have to sacrifice myself for you people. Chamizo versus O'Toole. That might be good. All right, LL Snap. LL Snap, you better root for my cousin Chamizo. Says Trump administration ends temporary protected status for thousands of Somalis in U.S. What does that mean? The U.S. government announced on Tuesday that it will terminate the temporary protected status, TPS, designation for Somali nationals living in the United States, a move that will require those covered under the program to depart the country by March 17th, 2026. Oh, they about to get rid of the Somalis out here. Yeah, go ahead. I'll wear it. Kush is a strain of herb. Yeah, but I'm saying, why am I using it in that technically Kush was a country back in Egypt, or lower Egypt or something, right? See, Dance Hard Die, we taking it back. Why you gotta go with the drugs, bro? I'm talking about Kush the Kingdom. No, I wasn't using Kush right. That's what I was saying. I was like, why am I using Kush? Homeland Security Secretary Christie said in a statement that conditions in Somalia have improved. Weren't they just in a war? Have improved sufficiently that the country no longer meets the statutory criteria for TPS, temporary protected status. America don't care no more, which provides temporary protection from deportation and work authorization for nationals of countries affected by armed conflict. Maybe. I need to start back deporting people again, man. They're since they raised the price. They raised the price again? LL Snap be getting a bonus. Where were we? Temporary means temporary. Somalians, they trying to get rid of you. Now, don't expect us to help you. Don't expect me to help you, Somalians. I don't know if I can help you guys. I think I do know a couple of Somalis, but not here in America like that. Man, they should have. They did a lot of stuff though. Sorry, Somalians. They sent you guys back. Now they can try to send me and LL Snap back, but where are they gonna send us? They better not send me to Somalia. I'm gonna be upset. What if they take us both, LL Snap? They're like, all right, you guys going to Somalia too. Wait a second, I'm not Somalia. Nah, you going too. We heard your live stream. We're taking you to Somalia. TPS was first designated for Somalia in 1991 amid a long-running civil war and has been renewed by successive administrations. The status most recently was extended under the Biden administration. Recipients are shielded from deportation and authorized to work in the United States for the duration of the designation. But the program does not provide a pathway to permanent residency or citizenship. That means you got to marry Americans. That's how you get your citizenship. You got to marry Americans. But I think the Somalians are very tribal, so I don't think they were. He said, I have dual citizenship. I have citizenship in Bahamas as well. Well, you gotta explain that to ICE when they take you though. Are they gonna? What if you don't got your passport on you? Which I got my passport somewhere. Where'd my passport go? Oh, I think I lost my passport. I had it somewhere. I don't know where that guy went. He gone somewhere. Hopefully they check your passport and talk to you. According to DHS, Department of Homeland Security and U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services data, dang, that's hard to say, roughly 2,400 Somali nationals currently hold TPS or have applications pending. What about the kids? Though estimates vary, a 2025 Congressional Research Service report cited a lower figure of about 705 current beneficiaries nationwide. That's not possible. There's way more Somalians over there. Well, them Somalians don't have kids. Under the announcement, Somali nationals covered by TPS who do not have another valid immigration status must leave the United States by the March deadline or risk enforcement actions. They go send ICE after them people. DHS has urged individuals to pursue departure voluntarily. LO Snap going to be reporting these people. Okay, LO Snap, okay. They can still try. It might. LO Snaps, I ain't going back. Leave me here. I hope the Somalis will be okay.
One, two, three.
We got Kamal Bay. I know some of you guys don't like Greco, but I respect the Greco guys. Look. Milf got him locked in.
Three receivers bunch to the left. Becca's looking that way. And still looking. Takes off running. Carson Beck.
WWE star Nikki Bella was in Glendale for Fiesta Bowl. I got 4 more years in the States before I leave for the Bahamas. You about to retire, bro?
If you're an Ole Miss fan, it's...
You know we can't play football on here. They get us. Says Mike Epps reveals he bought every house he was evicted from as a kid. Shout out to him. LO Snap, we're gonna miss you, bro. Well, you can still watch the live stream though. All right, we definitely got to do the Houston stream before LO Snap be ready to leave. The thing is, you get to the Bahamas, you're gonna be like, let me go back. LO Snap go get to the Bahamas. All right, let me go back to Texas.
You and 50 being such a successful in production now, did he offer you any insight on gems on, because you're not just an actor on the movie, right?
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I'm like, it's a lot of stuff that happens behind the scenes that I'm still learning.
Okay.
Because I don't take credit for shit. And he was like, bro, you gotta stop that. Like, I put my name on everything. Like, 50's like, nah, dog. Like, if I put $5 on that shit, it's 50-cent production.
You and 50 being such a success.
That's good advice. If I help out, I'm putting my name on it.
He was just telling me how to leverage being an artist and acting. He was like, don't ever let the acting step on your artistry, because the artistry pushes you acting. So he was like, I'll do movies. He was telling me his set schedule. He was like, I won't go past a certain amount of time because I have to do shows and still be 50 Cent. And that was important to me. Because people will try to talk you out of it. They'll be like, hey, cut your hair and remove your tattoos. It's like, no, bro, I still got to be me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And coming from him, he was like, that's more profitable in this day and age.
Yep, man, as you can see it, he's living proof of it, right?
Yeah, for sure. He was just telling me how to leverage being an artist and act.
My feet is my feet. It's my fault, son. I failed you. You ain't failed me. Got nothing to do with it.
I like 50 Cent, but can he stop doing? I know that's his experience, right? Underworld gangs. Why 50? Can you do something more positive? Jail, gang, street life. Can we get something else? God, dog. Him and Tyler Perry. Can you guys do something else, man? What about some action? Some action videos. some anime. Something. Can they? I mean, come on, man. Can you guys? Maybe I should make that. Maybe we should make a studio. Why always got to be the same drama? Jail, gang, violence. Come on, 50 Cent. Devontae over here, he got some snow too. I'm not hitting on you guys. If you guys want to play in the snow, go ahead. I ain't gonna hit on you guys. I want you guys to be happy. I want you guys to be happy, okay? He got a new baby on the way too.
I have a philosophy as a coach. I won't beg anybody to become a world champion. If they want to be a world champion, they will commit themselves completely to it. So if you're with a guy that wants to miss practice, let him. Let him. Every day he misses, it's a day that he gets further away from becoming world champion. You have to commit every day to the goal. When I was starting and Christmas came around, I was at AKA. When I was starting and it was Thanksgiving, I made sure I was in the gym the morning up. Like, there was no missed days. I just committed myself to it. It mattered too much. I have a philosophy.
See, Yellow Snap, you built different. Wrestlers built different. You guys got mindset. You got to realize most people ain't got that. They never going to have that. We read this a long time ago. Sugar Shane Mosley, the judge gave her half of all my fight purses. She was also his manager, so DVD sales and 3 of my belts, she sold them on eBay. Well, yeah. She looked Latina? What was she? She filed for divorce as soon as I announced my retirement. Uh-oh. It hurt so much to give up my world titles, and she sold them on eBay. Wow. That's sad. You have to embrace your fate or be doomed by it. My mom always told me that. Oh, that's true.
I have a boyfriend. I have
you
a
look
boyfriend.
pretty cute.
I have a boyfriend. I'm sorry.
No.
I have a boyfriend. See, I have
See?
a boyfriend. No, I have a boyfriend. I have a boyfriend. Thank you, but
Yeah,
I have
wait.
a boyfriend.
No,
I
it's
have a
okay.
boyfriend. I have a boyfriend.
For real?
No, because I have a boyfriend. No, I have a boyfriend. I actually do have a boyfriend.
I
have a boyfriend.
You do?
I'm sorry. I have a boyfriend.
No.
I'm married. I'm engaged.
See? You look like the girl.
I have a boyfriend. It's up here.
Yeah.
I have a boyfriend.
Really?
I appreciate that, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're married with a ring.
I have a boyfriend.
I'll put a ring on the. I'll put a ring on the finger. I'll put a ring.
I have a boyfriend. I'm sorry. I have a boyfriend. No, I'm married. I have a boyfriend. I have a man. I'm totally married though.
You're married?
I have a man. So I have a boyfriend. I have a boyfriend.
Huh?
That snow was turning them down though.
One of the biggest pros of being black in Colorado, you always got the Gandhi to yourself, bro.
Yeah. That's pretty funny. We're just jumping around. Let's see. I want to see. The Beast UFC said she moving up to heavyweight to Tracy Lee. Or Tracy Cortez. I said Tracy Lee. I'm thinking of a different Tracy Lee. She might go up to heavyweight. Oh. Did I leave some of that in Dave's house? Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm looking at you. Yeah. Damn. Oh, you told me I don't know. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm looking at you. Yeah. Damn. She's talking a little bit.
That shit came unexpected. Oh, bro. Is that what it is? Nah, bro. That's not what you do, bro. That's the most unexpected buzz I've ever seen in my life. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I can't get no friendly hope. No, bro. I can't do it.
Oh, what's going on?
Yeah, no, bro. Just almost like a nigga after all this.
Oh, you told me I don't know. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm looking at you. Yeah. Damn. She's talking a little bit.
That shit came unexpected.
I might have to go to DreamCon.
My opinion is, I don't think Mike Tomlin will be back next season. Not because he gets fired. They'll make, he's too legendary of a coach to where They not where they're gonna say they fire him. They'll say some shit like it's a mutual agreement. Or next year, if they do it again, it'll definitely be his last season. My opinion with the Steelers isn't about he's not a good coach. Sometimes you just need a new voice. My opinion is I don't think Mike Tomlin will be back next season. Not because he gets fired. They'll make he's too legendary of a coach to where they not where they're gonna say they fire him. They'll say some shit like it's a mutual agreement. Or next year, if they do it again, it'll definitely be his last season. My opinion with the Steelers.
This is like our main story we're gonna get into. It says breaking news: Masoma Endene, I never say his name right, no longer on Iowa roster. Sometimes these things work and sometimes they don't. I think AJ Ferrari is the main story. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. This one just didn't work. Essentially, we wish him the best, Tom Brand. So, I had another post. We don't know what happened. I don't know what happened with. So he's the kid we talked about him yesterday, but he went from D3 to D1, but he just had a baby. So I'm not sure if that's what happened or not. There's a Verizon outage or something. So if you guys got Verizon, you guys kind of cooked right now. Hopefully they get it back up. It says Brock Ratbun says. He says, from everything I've heard, and I would know, it doesn't appear that Mo left on his own. He was told he was no longer on the team. Uh-oh. Is somebody saying this to me? He was told that he was no longer on the team. And no clear explanation was given for the decision. The lack of transparency and explanation from the coaching staff is quite literally unheard of at Iowa. What's going on in Iowa, bro? They've been dropping the ball lately. Based on my own time around Iowa wrestling room, I know how confusing Tom Brands can be. His cryptic language and cult-like leadership is outrageous. LMAO. This situation fits that pattern. The decision doesn't seem tied to anything in particular whatsoever, and I don't think he was even giving a clear reason for why things ended so abruptly. If there was any straightforward communication whatsoever, we might understand why a top 4 wrestler in the country was removed from the lineup and potentially prevented from finishing out his season or competing at the national tournament. Again, speaking from personal experience on this is insane. So he doesn't have time he can't switch to another team. It's too late to switch. It says this stuff with Iowa 190-pounder Masoma Endene is just boggling my mind. I've literally heard 20 different stories about what is going on, and to make things even more interesting, an Iowa high school wrestling great who wrestled for both Iowa and Wartburg in college had an interesting take that caught my eye. For one, I love his writing style. Secondly, I've never really known Brock to be vocal about these sort of things until now. I realize there are multiple sides to every story like this, but whatever the dysfunction is, considering it exists, I hope it refunctions itself. Matt Ratbun of Center Point Urbana High School was a 4-time Iowa High School state wrestling finalist, which is pretty tough. 3-time state champ from 2013 to 2016, placing second, first. He was one of the most dominant wrestlers to come from Iowa in the entire 2010 decade. He competed collegiately for Iowa Hawkeyes for a bit before transferring to Wartburg, where he became the 2018 NCAA D3 national champion at 133. I'm not sure what's going on over there, bro. Says the word is he had a baby, missed days, and wanted more money because he felt he was entitled to it. Well, you do need money for kids. Get fixed. Dating fix, you're saying? Is there another fix I'm thinking of? Missed days and wanted more money because he felt he was entitled to it. He said, man, I just paid for my wife's wedding ring to get fixed. It was crazy. Yeah, we know you guys got a super wedding ring. That thing be sparkling. So it's saying he missed a couple days. Well, he just had a baby, and then he wanted more money. There was disagreements on commitment to the practices and the program and wanting more money. This isn't Wartburg. It's D1 and a business. Elo Snap, does he have time to get to a different team, or is he cooked for the rest of the year? Because I want to see. He's got to wrestle, bro. There's no way he can't wrestle. Says, if you know Mo, then you know that his work ethic and his consistency is remarkable. Pipe down, Cupcake. Says, tell us what happened then. Missing practice because you want to be with your newborn baby doesn't take away from your work ethic, but it can be a conflict of business interests. This is crazy, bro. Neat example. When I served, I was told last minute that I could not travel to see my twins born. I had two options: go anyway and risk losing my career, consequences, or continue. This ain't a war, bro. Elo Snap gonna be your overseer. You know Elo Snap gonna work you hard, bro. That man, you gonna be one to take a break. He gonna tell you keep working. Elo Snap. I'm not sure what's happening with that kid, but I hope he'll be okay. Grand Prix prices or tickets are available. I don't know if it's worth going to be honest. Tell them to pay for pans. Spencer Lee and David Carr.
We'll see how it goes. 3 minutes. 3 minutes?
I'm tired thinking about it.
3 minutes?
He's
play
big.
Oh my God!
Vegeta, what did the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000! What, 9,000?
5 minutes, hopefully with Spencer Lee. We'll see.
That was good, man. David Carr we already saw this. Helena passed her USADA test. Somebody else, I think Tarek passed his test too. Well, you know the data of the test, everybody. I mean, what's the issue? Unless you just slip up. Tarek posted his results. He says, I received confirmation of a negative USADA test. I'm not sharing this to seek praise, but rather because of the situation we're in. PEDs are increasingly promoted, downplayed, and even joked about. Some athletes are openly sponsored by clinics that provide them. A lot of clinics, actually. A lot of athletes, actually. And what was once a clear line is slowly being blurred. As adults, it's easier to be skeptical and make our own choices, but we have to remember how much influence we carry, especially on the next generation watching from the sidelines. Too late. They already got them kids. The mats or the stands. Integrity still matters. I don't know, man. I don't know if we got integrity anymore, bro. I'm sorry. It might be gone. How we win matters, and the example we set today shapes the sport tomorrow. You can chase your dreams without shortcuts. I don't know anymore, bro. These people ain't like you, bro. We already read that. I think we're gonna jump on Reddit and see.
98. They say 4 characters, 4 impersonations. I did 5. I got a standing ovation, and I never got chosen. I didn't even make it to the second round.
Really?
Didn't know why. But think about it. You think you might be the next Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
Even my managers was like, oh, we didn't know you were going to do that well. Then I didn't get a call back. Nothing. Daryl Hammond comes up to me at the cellar. Hey, Godfrey, man, I've been wanting to talk to you for a minute, you know. Yeah, I wanted to give you some closure on, remember when you auditioned for SNL in 98 at the comedy show? I said, yeah. I was sitting right next to Lauren Michael when you did that standing over. Blah, blah. He goes, you were a no-brainer. But they didn't want to see that shit. They didn't want to see you take over like Eddie. He said, I'm being honest with you as a straight white male who's been on there for a long time. They didn't want to see that happen again.
When did you audition for SNL?
98. They say 4 characters, 4 impersonations.
That's crazy. Who ruined his career? Tom Brands? Who ruined his career? Elo Snap. And can that kid wrestle, Elo Snap, or is he done for the year? Because that's a shame if he can't wrestle anymore. He need to do the NCAAs. That's crazy with Godfrey. They didn't want another Eddie Murphy. That's wild, bro. And you guys don't believe when we say that stuff. Oh, you sent it to me. Okay. Oh. Let me look at it in a second. You guys don't believe us when we say people be plotting against us. Okay, let me read it.
What if I told you Tiana Taylor's Golden Globes win isn't even close to the craziest thing she's ever done? She was teaching Beyonce at 15. She's got more cosigns than your favorite rapper. She had her own TV special before she could drive. Let me explain. And if you love hearing music stories you're not going to find anywhere else, make sure you follow because this is an incredible one. Tiana grew up in Harlem and quickly became one of the best dancers in New York City. So good, Beyonce noticed and contacted 15-year-old Tiana looking for help on the viral chicken noodle soup dance. But Tiana had other plans. She didn't teach Beyonce the dance. She taught Beyonce an entire routine. In 2006, at just 15, choreographed Beyonce's Ring the Alarm video. Ove noticed too, and cast Tiana as a backup dancer in the Blue Magic music video. Her next move was even crazier. And by the way, I've got an amazing trivia question for you about all of this at the end of this video that most people are not going to get right, so watch out for that. At the time, Pharrell's the hottest producer in music. Neptunes were reshaping pop culture, working with Justin Timberlake, Gwen Stefani, not to mention his own #1 with Snoop, Drop It Like It's Hot. His next big move, signing Tiana. In that same year, she gets her own episode of MTV's Super Sweet 16, making her famous nationally. But you are not prepared for what's next. And if you know somebody who's been a fan of Tiana since Jump, send them this video and see if they remember any of this. In 2010, Kanye's working on the most anticipated album of the year, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, and he taps Tiana for help on fashion. But Tiana's got other plans. Not only does she help Ye with his style, she sings for him and winds up on the album, and later appears on Good Music's legendary Cruel Summer, and hits #2 on Billboard. Then came the moment in 2016. By the way, I post stories like this every day. If you ever want to check them out, they're all on my profile. And this Biggie one's crazy. After a BET Awards tribute to Lil' Kim, Ye sees it and is floored, and decides to cast Tiana in his new music video for his song Fade, an unreleased track at the time that features a relatively unknown artist named Post Malone. Ye gave Tiana zero direction, just said dance. The result? One of the most iconic videos of the decade, premiered globally at the VMAs in 2016. And that cat-like look at the end, Tiana had to spend 3 hours in prosthetics and makeup. The video was so powerful. People forgot about the song, everybody just wanted to know, who is that girl? And over the next decade, Tiana kept leveling up. As a creative director, as an artist, as an actress, which brings us to now, and that incredible win at the Golden Globes. Is an Oscar next? Let's talk about it in the comments. And now for that trivia question. In addition to all the cosigns we just talked about, Tiana received the endorsement of one of Hollywood's biggest filmmakers when she was just 20 years old, starring in one of their films. Name the filmmaker and the movie. Drop your guesses in the comments. If you enjoyed this video,
I was looking for something else you posted. This is for my gooners out there. I'm reading what LL Snap sent me. Actually, should I just read it on the stream? That'll make life easier. Let me look at this video, then we'll read what LL Snap sent me. Where's Danny Chopper? Danny Chopper, he's one of those guys that be like, no, I wouldn't do that. I would never, she's not my type. Where's Danny Chopper at? He be the #1 person. He be lying out of his mouth. You guys know it. You know that man be lying. Danny Chopper. Danny Chopper. I'm trying to summon him. He not here right now. Almost drunk self to death after he lost his wrestling scholarship, and the Olympics found him from going to the trials. Oh no. Why they get him up from the... Let me read and see. We'll read this real quick. Goon Chopper. Let me come back to this real fast. LL Snap. Let me come back to this. Yeah, Goon Chopper would definitely be up in there. Let's see if there was anything else I cared about seeing. Nothing I really care about. Mush has been crying. His coach, Steelers head coach, steps down after 19 seasons. Mush is upset, punching the air. I don't know if we talked about that yesterday or not. Whose baby is this? Oh, that's they call him Mo. That's his baby right there. That's why. He had to probably take some time off. They would have not let the man try out for the... But I'm saying, why wouldn't they let him try out for the Olympics? Because he lost his wrestling scholarship? Like I said, sometimes I'm not saying there's luck or anything or bad luck. But sometimes things don't work out, man. It's not just about your willpower. Oh, okay. Well, they didn't have NIL back then, unfortunately. Now, if he say it was now and it was him, he would be making $1 million. But all those, you lived through it. All those athletes, had to scrape by, and that's why so many athletes got in trouble for stealing stuff back in the day. They didn't get no money. They're struggling. Look at that baby. That's a cute baby right there. That's a light-skinned baby. You sure that's your baby, bro? That baby came out light-skinned. I'm joking, everybody. Can you believe my ex-girlfriend was the first person to ever beat that guy? What do you mean? What do you mean, Snap? Your ex-girlfriend beat that guy? What do you mean she beat? How did she beat him, though? In a tournament? How does that work, bro? In a wrestling match? Oh, dang. Oh, when he was a kid or something? Them girls tough when you're a kid. That's how David Taylor met his wife. He used to fight her in wrestling tournaments. And Michigan girls wrestle boys. They need to separate that. In high school? Oh, well, he's lighter. He's like 125 or something, or lower weight. Okay, I think I saw everything I wanted to see. Oh, shoot, we got a little bit of time left. Was there anything else I wanted to see? Oh, she was jacked. That's why Snap don't trust wrestlers no more. Let's read this real fast and we'll move on. Oh, wait. Oh, let me read this first. Oklahoma State wrestling star. This is a wrestling episode. Oklahoma State wrestling star AJ Ferrari. Was he with Oklahoma State? Oh, I guess he was. I didn't realize that. His brother's with Nebraska. Okay, I got confused. Oklahoma State wrestling star AJ Ferrari crosses country runner Isaiah Rodriguez injured in car crash. Oklahoma State wrestler AJ Ferrari and track athlete Isaiah Rodriguez were hospitalized after a serious crash on Monday night. This is a couple years ago, actually. Who sent this to me? Oh, this happened a long time ago. It says January 25th, 2022. This happened how many years ago? AJ Ferrari always in trouble. This is old. Never mind. This is old. I'll read it anyway. According to Oklahoma Highway Patrol, Ferrari was driving his 2019 Dodge Durango with Rodriguez as his passenger on Highway 33 near Perkins, Oklahoma. This is a couple years ago, but relevant to this what AJ is going through now. When he attempted to pass 3 vehicles while cresting a hill, Ferrari's SUV hit an oncoming vehicle, then left the roadway to the left and overturned several times. Okay, that did happen a long time ago. Ferrari, the NCAA champion in the 197 pound weight class, was transported via helicopter to a hospital in Oklahoma. So he did get injured. I remember that. After the incident, Dunn approached Ferrari's car. I'm not gonna read this. I'm tired. I don't want to read anything. We will read LL Snap's post though. We'll read that. I want to read that. I'm jumping around today. I'm sorry, everybody. It's just one of those days. Naked in Nebraska, wrestler story. Lincoln, Nebraska, photo of wrestler Paul Donahoe, arms raised in victory, rushing from the mat, is still on the wall at the University of Nebraska, Bob Devaney's Sports Center, where he worked his way to a 2007 national championship in the 125-pound weight class. Donahoe was both the pride. He was there when Jordan Burroughs was there. Donahoe was the pride and potential of Nebraska's esteemed wrestling program, which has produced 6 Olympic wrestlers, including 2000 gold medalist Rulian Gardner and, of course, Jordan Burroughs. But this is from 2009. That's why they didn't mention Jordan Burroughs. 2009. Man, we old. But this past summer, before Donahoe's final season and his last shot at another national championship, that pride turned to shame. A phone call from a parent tipped the university. Oh no, who was the parent that tipped them off? That's crazy, bro. A phone call from a parent. Why would that? LO Snap. Why would who would do that? They were jealous. They wanted to get their son. Who would have profited from him getting in trouble? Somebody on the wrestling team, right? A parent tipped university officials off to a nude photo and video of Donahoe on fratmen.tv, a pornographic website aimed at gay men. Josiah Josiah definitely on that. Josiah definitely on there. Oh no, who found that out? Somebody was on there. Says, think a wrestling singlet is revealing. The photo and video of Donahoe on fratmen.tv left nothing to the imagination. There, Donahoe was gyrating and masturbating, oh God, among tousled bed sheets, under running water, in a marble towel shower, and a charcoal chase. What the hell is that? A chase? Charcoal chase lounge facing a patio window. At times, the big black. Who wrote this? Who wrote this article? LO Snap, who wrote this article? Too many pause on everything I'm saying right now. At times, the big black and red trademark N for Nebraska, which is tattooed on his left thigh, was visible. Oh no. Was Frank Trick on there too? He went by the stage name of Nash. He did not think this through. The website's producers, how did he get into this, LO Snap? The website's producers masked the tattoo of his real last name on his torso, but that didn't help. Nebraska's wrestling coach Mark Manning, why was he on there? Nebraska's wrestling coach Mark Manning from recognizing, it didn't keep Nebraska's wrestling coach Mark Manning from recognizing Donahoe when the images reached his desk on August 12, 2008. Manning kicked his national champion off the team. Oh no. He did the same. Well, he didn't break any laws, did he? He did the same to Donahoe's cohort, Kenny Jordan, whom Fratman.tv also paid to post nude. So I'm assuming these guys didn't make any money, so they were like, hey, we need to make some money. So they used to approach all the wrestlers to do, oh, wow. Oh, you know they got LO Snap, you on there too, bro? They got LO Snap on there. LO Snap, why they got you on there, bro? So they got his homie too. Dang, they got everybody on there. The gay porn offended moral consciences in Nebraska, in the Nebraska athletic department. I'm sure that's against student policy among Huskers fans. Well, some of those girls got a little snap. Some of those girls, a lot of them college girls got the OnlyFans now. So, I mean, you got to they couldn't wait to get LO Snap. They would have ruined your collegiate career. But you know, a lot of them girls. Well, some of them girls got OnlyFans. Conscience offended moral conscience in the Nebraska athletic department among Husker fans, some of whom called into the spread. Oh, I'll pause on that too. A local sports talk radio called The Spread radio show to debate the athlete's dismissal, says co-host and former Nebraska football player Jason Peter. I think it's probably the act itself that people probably couldn't fathom or didn't register in people's heads that this would actually happen in Lincoln, Nebraska with college kids, Peter says. I think when people think of the porn industry, they're probably thinking it's either Las Vegas or it's Los Angeles, but hey, it's right there in Nebraska too. But in your own backyard, I think it probably shocked people a little bit, even though they didn't talk about it a lot. I'm sure a lot of people were wondering, how did they come to this decision? Well, they didn't have NIL back then. LO Snap, I can't read what LO Snap is saying out loud, but I can read it in my. Oh, wow. Dang, bro. He should have, kids don't think, bro. He probably needed some money fast or something, though. Oh, wow. Oh, I didn't know that, bro. Oh, wow. The brother was Chase was one of the best wrestlers too. man. Yeah, we can't. I mean, yeah, stuff happens, bro. Hello, Snappy, over here depressing me, bro. Let's pick our energy back up. By reading this article that is not helping either. Oh yeah. Must be something in that water, bro. That Michigan water, bro. Snap, you know why you be getting blackballed by certain places. He was better than Brett. Wasn't Brett the one that beat Jordan Burroughs? Or am I thinking a different Metcalf? What was he doing in New Jersey? Was it a different Metcalf that beat Jordan Burroughs in high school? Or was it college they were fighting? Where was I? Both wrestlers say a rep from fratmen.tv contacted them through their Facebook and MySpace pages. This is a long time ago. This is way a long time ago. Who oh no. Hey, you never know, man. MySpace asking them whether they would like to make some money and score a free trip to Los Angeles by posing for some pictures. They should never have taken that. Both wrestlers say a rep from fratmen.tv. Oh, I read that. It is an NCAA violation for an athlete to take money to promote his image, which is not against the rules anymore. Does he still have eligibility? Brett was the one. What was he doing in Oh, you met him in college. You met him in college, or? So he was from New Jersey. Beat my man Jordan Burroughs. I was sad. You know, Jordan, that's why Jordan got a chip on his shoulder today, because of Brett Metcalf. Thank you, Brett Metcalf. But that's the reason Jordan was able to win the Olympics. It is an NCAA violation for an athlete to make money or take money to promote his image, according to Nebraska officials. Not anymore. That transgression goes against NCAA rules intended to preserve amateurism, which no longer exists, and it can result in a loss of eligibility. Reinstating that eligibility is handled on a case-by-case basis, but the NCAA doesn't comment on individual cases. The wrestlers refuse to say how much they earned from the website, but Donahoe claims he paid back $3,500. The value of his earnings and the trip to LA to reinstate his NCAA eligibility. Donahoe insists he did nothing wrong. Instead, he says he is a victim of a double standard at the university that allows other athletes to get away with far worse. Had the nude images not spread to the blogosphere, somebody ratted him out. In his view, the coaches would have tried to keep his actions quiet. There is precedent for that at Nebraska, according to Donahoe. I might have said Donahoe, but I meant to say Donahoe. You can't. Brent and Paul are from Davidson, Michigan. But what were they doing in Nebraska? Oh, so it was in college he beat Jordan. Who beat Jordan in high school? I can't remember now. It was not Tom Brands. He's older than them. Somebody else. I can't remember now. You can't cover up what I did, he says. Once my pictures were out, people knew I posed nude. Someone gets in a fight. Someone gets rape charges. Someone gets sexual harassment charges. You can cover that up. That's true. You can cover that up for a long time. You can't cover up what I did. Once I read that, yeah. Two Cornhuskers wrestlers posing nude on a gay pornographic website ought to have been enough scandal for the people in Nebraska, one of the nation's most conservative states. But the story doesn't end with Donahoe's dismissal from the team. In a counterattack, he leveled a string of accusations against his teammates, his coaches, and even athletic director Tom Osborne that have led to an internal investigation. And as it turns out, Nebraska had more to reveal about Donahoe as well. In fact, the curtain hasn't dropped yet on the drama that followed his departure from Lincoln. Oh, it was in college? Okay. Donahoe came to Lincoln in 2004 as a much heralded wrestler from Davidson, Michigan. That's where LO Snap is from. A middle-class suburb of Flint. His family didn't have much money, and his parents split in a messy divorce in '92 when Donahoe was only 7. A year after he started wrestling in high school, his coaches became surrogate parents for him. Oh, I read that wrong. Yeah, a year after parents got divorced when he was 7, a year after he started wrestling. In high school, his coaches became surrogate parents to him. In college, his bond with Manning became so tight that other wrestlers often razzed Donahoe to ask his dad whether he could take it easy on them in practice. Manning expressed his fondness in letters written on Nebraska stationery that Donahoe kept. You know I love you and would do anything I can for you, except for give you eligibility. You're part of my family, one reads. Another says, you're an inspiration and lifeblood of our team. Says, do you remember my high school used to do college? Oh, yeah, you did. I think we watched one where you're fighting some college guys. But listen, now them high school kids be beating them college kids now. Says, yet this isn't how Manning characterized Donahoe when the coach brought the website photos to the attention of his boss. Osborne recalls Manning as saying that Donahoe had become an impediment to the team's chemistry and attitude. Manning just said that he felt that this wasn't what his team stood for. It wasn't what it represented. Nude photos? Of course not. And this was not the first incident. And therefore he felt that he needed to remove these people from his team. Manning says there was no doubt in his mind that he did the right thing for the team. If you're tight with your teammates, you don't think of yourself, Manning says. It's time for Manning to get out of there. He only thought of himself in this situation, and it's sad because he let his team down. Well, them athletes weren't making money back then, so what do you want them to do? Starve and be broke while making the college millions of dollars? One member of the team was Robert Sanders, a senior who graduated in May. Sanders was a model student honored for his academics and leadership skills on campus. He tried but usually failed to persuade Donahoe to join the team on community service outings to nursing homes and homeless shelters. And when he urged Donahoe to cut down on his drinking, Donahoe would just change the subject. On the mat, Donahoe was the hardest worker of anybody. Obviously, he had trouble off the mat, Sanders says. The coaches loved him. When he did this whole thing, it tore up the coaches pretty bad. Along with the rest of us, they jumped through hoops with him because he had other off-the-mat troubles. The extent of Donahoe's off-the-mat troubles is at the heart of the debate over whether he deserved to be kicked off the team. This past fall, after local media broke the news that the wrestlers had been kicked off the team, Manning, Osborne, and other Nebraska officials were tight-lipped about the incident. They issued a vague press announcement and hinted that Donahoe and Jordan had some prior issues, but didn't provide details. The university refused ESPN's public records request for documents related to Donahoe's violation. In its correspondence with the NCAA, citing the school's interpretation of a federal law designed to shield students' grades. I said, you made sure you ate. They took care of you. I don't know if Nebraska was taking care of these kids. Well, it seems like they did a little bit, but Lincoln police records show Donahoe was arrested on April 13, 2008 for hosting a loud house party. Remember, we used to have house parties back then, and becoming confrontational with police officers. In a separate incident on March 28, 2008, officers cited him for having an open container of alcohol in a vehicle. Jordan's rap sheet in Lincoln is longer and includes 2 misdemeanor assault convictions. These wrestlers got my wrestlers got some issues too. Donahoe also had 2 notable fights with his now former girlfriend, one resulting in multiple 911 calls from her cell phone. Donahoe and the ex-girlfriend present conflicting accounts about what happened, and no criminal charges were filed. But in at least one case, the relationship caused another problem for the coaching staff. The girlfriend placed frantic calls to two of the coaches around 4:30 a.m., according to one coach's recollection, asking for help in getting Donahoe out of her apartment. At the time he was finally kicked off the team, Donahoe was already under suspension for another NCAA violation. This one coming after he and a few other wrestlers sold the iPods they received as official gifts at the Big 12 tournaments. You couldn't sell your iPod? What if you had a car? You're like, I'm gonna sell my car. You couldn't sell the iPod? I don't really get into trouble that much, Donahoe says. I mean, I sold an iPod. I had a party at my house and I took naked photos. I mean, other than that, I tend to stay out of trouble. He actually pretty funny. Oh no, he should have gone to a different school. I don't know if I'm gonna read any more L's now. My voice about to go. I might take a break. My voice about to go, bro. Yo, that he sound pretty fun. Now, Nebraska didn't know what to do with him. Look at Mark Manning over there. Yeah, I can't read anymore, bro. My voice. He said I stay out of trouble. That sound like Josiah. He be saying I'm not doing nothing wrong, and then he be making videos all day. My first day at high school, I seen Paul double leg a guy in front of the school and beat the hell out of a guy. Oh, which Paul? A different Paul? Yo, what's going on over there? It must be that water, bro. I can't read anymore, bro. That's a long story, bro. I can't read all that. This Paul. Wait, his name's Paul? No, his name's not Paul. His name's Paul? Oh, they never said Paul the whole thing. Paul Donahue. Oh, they did say Paul. Oh, that Paul. It has lore. Okay, Paul. I kept calling him Donahoe. I forgot his name was Paul. Okay. He might have had some issues then. Okay, I kept calling him Donahoe. I forgot his name was Paul. Donahoe says he didn't see the harm in showing off his body for a little extra money, nor did he think anyone back in Nebraska would find out. I can't read anymore, bro. I'm sorry. There was something I wanted to show. We ain't got that much time. Joseph Chin, his new gym is going to cost $1,500. They're doing, let me just read it properly. Oh, you guys can't even see it. What's going on my screen, bro? Joseph Chin's new gym in Shanghai. Everybody charging a lot, arm and leg over here.
大家好，我们初值会员现在可以买了。Lin 辛苦的把我们的支付方式解决了，所以你们现在有兴趣去当我们创世会员现在和以后你们这些年卡总是会打7折，所以你对这个有兴趣的话，可以联系我们。
小红书。
Okay, so Joseph Chin's new gym in Shanghai offers yearly membership for $1,500 US. Now, who can afford that in China? So Joseph Chin will open a new gym in Shanghai this Saturday called Nomadic Grappling. I saw a post from them. I'm reading too much today. I saw a post from them today that they are offering limited number of first year memberships for $1,500 USD. After the first year, all membership renewals will be charged at 70% of the regular price. I thought it's a no-brainer and signed up immediately. It's only a 20-minute drive from my home and is cheaper than most gyms in Shanghai offers way more classes. Wow. So that's a good deal over there? Someone says $125 per month and get taught by Joseph Chin. That's a heck of a deal. But is Joseph Chin ready to settle down and commit to a gym? He says, bro, I wish you could see that wrestling room. That place was worse than Cuba. How was it worse? Just the people? Says, no way. He will probably be in and out of the gym, but he is still actively competing at a very high level, and he's not going to get the training he needs in Shanghai. So he is going to be in the U.S. and Europe 90% of the time and train and compete. Says, you want a source that Shanghai isn't a hotbed for elite no-gi BJJ, or do you want a source that training at elite gyms with high-level coaching and teammates is the best way? Well, how's that going to help people that are there looking for Joseph Chin but no Joseph Chin? I remember listening to the first Simple Man podcast he was on, and he said he didn't want to compete at a high level for super long, and his goal was to build his name and brand and then settle down with his own gym. His plans could have changed, but this sounds in line with what he talked about then. I think he will be in Shanghai for at least 30% of the time. He himself said in a post that for the first couple months, he will be in the gym. Plus, his family all live in Shanghai. His training is mostly based on instructionals, so I don't think training partners are as important. That's not true. So, got a new subscriber. What's up? It's gonna do it again too. I used to live in Shanghai and would absolutely do this in a heartbeat. $1,500 for a year in Shanghai for such high quality coaching, absolutely worth it. It says Coach Hall used to push us till we broke. I'm talking about buddy carries up the stairs, wheelbarrows up the stairs, running the third floor for 2 hours. Wow. Lifting and technique, it was a constant pace. LL Snap, you built different, bro. I'm surprised you ain't got no vices, bro. Everybody else had a vice after all that training. Says, who's the actual coach? Not Joseph Chin. It'll be his lost half brother, Joseph Chan. Jackie Chin. Says, what do people make in China realistically? $125 a month isn't that cheap in much of America. I can't imagine the average Chinese salary is that close to America's yet. I could be totally wrong, and it's time to move to China though. Says big wealth disparity in China though. I bet there's a big enough group at the top of the income spectrum to fill a BJJ gym. Foreigners, tech, finance, and generally privileged upper crust folks. Yo, LL Snap, yeah, that you got a vice. Well, you married now. Yeah, we trying to keep you married. You stay in your marriage. Says, I think it's like $30K USD to $40K is average salary. So yeah, that's pretty expensive. I guess if you say 60 to 80K is average for a salary in a major US city, it's compared to $250 a month. So not cheap. Not average. This is Shanghai paid folks. Most people make 12 to 20K a month. Thank you for clarifying. The gym is super expensive. Yes, but it's not meant for the average person. There are a lot of people in Shanghai with a lot of money. The gym is targeted to them and Westerners. Stay in your marriage, bro. Says there's a huge wealth disparity. I was making 37K RMB, mostly high paid around the same. Normal people, etc., 12 to 20K. Poor 4 to 7K. All RMB. I don't know what the RMB is. Also, we know whatever the money that is. Also, keep in mind that gyms are still newish concepts for those that are affluent. Says that makes sense. They aren't aiming for average person. It's a luxury thing. Correct. Very few people would be able to drop 10K RMB for BJJ. Very few. But if any place has them, that's Shanghai. I bet the gym would be packed. Says that's the equivalent of a $200 membership in the US. $125 is cheap in NYC or Long Island standards. Lucky if you get something under $200. Shanghai is like New York or LA. It's a very expensive city. $125 is dirt cheap. Most gyms in LA and New York are $250 to $300 a month. Says it's gonna haggle. I'm gonna haggle him down in Mandarin to $1,200 like a real Chinese person. Shanghai is a cosmopolitan global city with a lot of expats, so I wouldn't be surprised if there are a fair amount of non-Mandarin speaking students. Someone says, I went to Carpe Diem, 2 locations in Tokyo, where they had local and international students. They taught the techniques in both Japanese and English. Wouldn't be surprised if Joseph Chin's gym teaches a similar format. Dance Hard Dice says, 125 is cheap. The Checkmat Dojo where my wife trains is 175 monthly. Yeah, but we're talking about China, bro. What's up with jiu-jitsu becoming this premium product? Like regular people can't train no more. God forbid another Joseph Chin pops up. Can't afford to train. Says Joseph said instruction would be both in English and Chinese. This has been my experience training in gyms in both Shanghai and Beijing. Techniques are taught in English and Chinese. However, much of the expat community has left both cities since 2022, so I'm not sure if the need to teach in both languages still exists. His father's Taiwanese, and he lived in mainland China for much of his life. They're talking about his accent. It says $1,500 USD a year is cheaper than other gyms in Shanghai. He says, I thought the cost of living was lower in China. Maybe just Shanghai is really expensive. Probably still much cheaper than gyms in NYC or SoCal. Says the cost of living is cheaper compared to U.S., but BJJ schools here are strangely overpriced. He says, yeah, big cities in China are poorer and cheaper than big cities in America, but big cities in China also have enough quite wealthy people who are willing to spend a lot of money on their hobbies that there are certain very expensive niches, with BJJ one of them. I was in an apartment building in Beijing that would seem shockingly poor by American standards. Gross communal bathrooms with rusty pipes, regular power outages, stuff that Americans would never tolerate. But walk a block in any direction and you see a Tiffany store, a Gucci store, a Porsche dealership, and jewelry store where the cheapest items on the window was a Rolex that cost $10,000. Says gyms are considered luxuries. We'll see how they go, bro. We'll see how he does, man. I mean, he got a little bit of padding, financial padding from CJI. Let's see. Yeah, we'll see. Does Joseph have dual citizenship with like American and Chinese? He enjoys living in China more than the U.S. Well, he went to Texas. Sorry, Texas made him want to go back to China. He wasn't born in South Africa. People can't even. We'll see. We'll see. Now, one thing I want to point out is that Joseph and I guess the other guy, they're pretty young. So, I mean, I don't know if they're going to be able to run that program properly. I could be wrong, you know. Maybe they can't do it. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm hating. We got Taquino Mendez on the podcast. Let's see what he's got to say real fast.
If you're an
Mother, I hate these commercials, bro.
If you're an illegal alien, this runway is your future because you're headed home. I'm Christy Nome, the United States Secretary of Homeland Security. If you download the CBP Home app...
That's LO Snap. LO Snap can't wait to join ICE.
He mounted, and they turned again, give him my back, and he choked me. So it's everything in 1 minute.
That's so
That was
funny.
the worst experience ever, but somehow I like it. I want to do again, and every time it was getting a little bit better.
Did it motivate you to do better?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I was still losing.
I just want to zoom through it real fast.
Yes.
Well, then you graduated from college, and now how did you get to the
You guys know he used to date Mackenzie Dern, right? Back in the day.
U.S. What happened? How did that come about?
Exchange is very bad compared to.
He's kind of the most famous guy, or at least
It
a
is,
little
yeah.
earlier in the time.
And then we just started training together, and we did it for a year. And S and F.
Did you mean to make it like that?
It's like no, that's not the problem. But for me, it was like I know I mean getting close to my peak now. I was like 27, 28. Those are gonna be my best years. So I said I want to focus in competing, and then I mean I do my work here to make my money, earn my money. But I don't wanna be a full-time instructor yet. You know what I mean? I wanna try to see how far I go now.
Yeah.
Living like a professional athlete life, you know?
Yeah. Did you like Arizona? Or was it just unbelievably like an oven in here?
Yeah, well, first I hate it.
Because Brazil's so beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to do here pretty much. You know what I mean? Like, it's very hot in the summer, and I mean, but you got to use it too. Now I like it. It's no problem. I mean, you guys made me like it too. You know, it's being here to such an amazing group of people and welcome to me. So that was good.
Well, I obviously have a super high opinion of you. I think you're an awesome man. Like, obviously, I love how you do jiu-jitsu.
Pause on that.
Hernia surgery on my neck. So I have a fusion on my neck. So C5 and C6. So I moved it to here with a lot of things in my mind that I don't know if I'm going to be able to compete again or not. It's such a scary surgery. And then when I got here, I couldn't train for most of 2012. I started training again around like August of 2012. And then I did a small competition, I won, and then ended up doing another one that lose. And then have the end of the year, they have the World Snow Gear. And that's how the lab came in my life, you know, because I want to train more, I want to compete more, I want to perform more, but I didn't have much training here. Was the reality, you know what I mean? What I was training, I didn't have much of a good training partners for me on my level.
Yeah.
And back in the time, Ben Henderson was the champion here, right? He was the UFC champion still. And then I said,
take her through where? Would I take Kayla Harris? What are you talking about, bro? What you talking about, bro?
yeah, like they probably have a lot of training there. I know it's not a gi training, but it is a competitive room that is going to push me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I need. I need someone to push me, my condition, my brand and thinking. And then my initial thought was not to do MMA. It was just to get better on my no-gi. And I was about to compete in the World's no-gi.
Yeah.
So I came here to talk to you if you could let me do some of the wrestling and no-gi days. And you said, oh, yeah, sure. And then, I mean, we have some jiu-jitsu those days too. And then some days you put in the gloves and then started to doing well in the training. And that started to get the fight on me. I said, maybe I should do MMA.
I was going to ask you that. I didn't know.
Yeah. Vision there, thinking about, I mean, I'm finding a light vision, right?
You've already talked about. Like you always said to me, and every time, like, if I just put in the work, I can get it done.
Yeah.
I don't know where he's jumping around, but I just want to see what he's saying. Was there anything I missed? About 3 hours, bro. I'm tired. We read this earlier, but we read some comment. We didn't read these comments. It says we're still speculating what happened. We don't know what happened. He just had a baby. I heard that's why he didn't wrestle lately. Maybe he said, "Hey, screw it. Let's have a family." Well, that wouldn't take you off the roster. So it was the coaching that took him off the roster. What we do need to do, let's see what's going on with our what are you saying about Kayla Harrison, bro? Oh, who's that? Oh, get off of here. Whoop, whoop. Gotta delete some of these people. No, I didn't mean to delete Gordon. Are we still voting? When was this posted? 17 hours. I think we voted on this already. Oh, we're still voting for, I don't know if we voted already. Let's see what Train Angry MMA's got it going on. Uh-oh. Oh, well, let's look on that. They got a new post about Isaac up.
The world is a vampire.
Yeah, maybe if I plead the fifth. If nobody would find out, maybe. If nobody would find out, possibly. We'll see. The snoo. Now if she posted me, I'll be like Alex Pereira and Tracy Cortez. If she posts me, I'm going Chama. I don't want to be posted though. I have to do everything in secret. It says, warning, man accused of hurting multiple American women. Man accused of hurting multiple American women is in Australia. Australian Femicide Watch. Oh, they reported him. He's wanted in America for sexual assaults on multiple women. An arrest warrant has been released via American Crime Stoppers. He's been spotted at Byron Bay or at Burleigh Heads on the Gold Coast while his alleged victims recover from their trauma. He is involved in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu community. He isn't. I can't read anymore. He is involved in the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu community and it is alleged he assaulted multiple women from the community. He was kicked out of Kingsway Jiu-Jitsu after victims contacted police. It's not clear what Australian authorities plan to do with him. He is Australian. He is an Australian citizen, but it is understood he could be extradited to the U.S. to face charges. His Instagram profile is still online. Oh, they coming after you, bro. I don't know, man. I'm trying to make. I don't know. Maybe. Someone says they are just letting alleged sex offenders wander in any old time now. Isaac Joshua Mitchell is wanted in America for sexual assaults on multiple women. An arrest warrant has been released via American Crime Stoppers. A reward is available in the U.S. for his arrest. He's been spotted at Byron Bay and okay, we read that already. Yeah. Let's see what Craig is posting. Craig says, I'd like a count on how many times you've asked me, is this legal? Daily lawyer chats. I need a lawyer like that. Got some shirts available, some other stuff available.
Left. Guys, that's our best selling shirt ever on B Team. Six left, and it's not even been 24 hours. Thank you for supporting that shirt. We're going to have a...
Craig. Let's see what Sonny's doing. I know you guys really care about Sonny. She's just walking around Iraq, bro. I'm just fond of you. Yeah, she's just walking around Iraq. Ella's not trying to get me to hook up with Kayla. She got kids, though. Extradition will be expensive. Nah, I mean, the government pays for that, right? Australia got money.
155 steps.
Man, I'm tired. I wonder what that used to be. Well, it looks a little dangerous, but yeah, probably some old temple or something. Old palace.
You gonna look for me.
Go save this woman. Nah, I ain't saving her. Where's Gordon at? You need to go save his wife. Someone said, hey, that's not the Texas Police Department. That's the farthest from it.
تاريخك يهز ديني العراق ويكبر اسمك منبع للحق.
What's wrong with this girl, bro? She got some issues, bro. What's wrong with this girl? Was there anybody else? I was gonna see what Gordon posted. I don't like looking at Gordon's post. I don't like looking at Gordon's post. They be crazy, bro. See what Flo got going on. ADCC Serbia. San Diego ADCC. Okay, 150. Why you gotta pay 150 for? Bro. Why are these tournaments so expensive? Everything's so expensive, bro. The tournament's expensive. The gyms are expensive. Everything expensive. It's this weekend. European Championship kicks off this Thursday, January 15th, and runs all the way through Black Belt Finals on January 24th. Wait a second. It starts this week? That's 9 days. That's 10 days of nonstop action. Them referees gonna be burnt out. They still not doing background checks. Yeah, what are we spending money on? Oh, ADCC. None of these tournaments doing background checks. let me win the lottery or something, bro. I'm buying ADC. I'm buying ADCC out. I'm buying IBJJF out. I might as well just screw the PE firms. I'm gonna be the new PE firm. Oh dang! Somebody just told me about Kingsway. I won't mention it though. Oh dang! Somebody just gave me some inside information. I won't bring it up though. Come hang out, bro. We'll get some Korean barbecue, bro. Come on, you can meet my homeboy. He might get you in trouble though. That's the only issue. Tony need to stay. If you referee, I ain't refereeing these fucking. Why am I ain't working for these Brazilians. Nah, I'd rather pay my money, bro. Nah, I'll pay my money. I want to go compete and leave. I don't want to have to sit here. Carlos Gracie. I don't want Carlos Gracie looking down on me. Have you work on your feet for 12 hours. Bro, you think you can't just work a couple. You got to work the whole thing. You can't just work, okay, I'm going to work one day. Maybe Atlanta Open, but say you want to do Europeans? You got all right, you better get there 9 days earlier. I can't, bro. I think we covered everything today. Is there anything else I wanted to watch? Did we not talk about AJ Ferrari? We talked about an old article. Yeah, how did you pass that? Did Manning take him off the thing? Wait a second. That's old. Nebraska wrestling head coach Mark Manning addressed the latest. Jesus Christ. The latest news with heavyweight AJ Ferrari following the latter's arrest Friday night. Ferrari had outstanding warrants from October in the state of Texas and was pulled over for speeding after Nebraska win over Purdue. As far as what's next for Ferrari, Manning confirmed the 2021 NCAA champion will be back in action, though he didn't exactly say when. Is that a double standard? Oh, I could do members only, maybe. Yo, L Snap over there probably didn't. Did you study the rule book? He just passed. They just let him pass. So Manning was all gung ho against Danaho, but he chill with Mr. AJ Ferrari. That's crazy. He says, yeah, people 18 to 23 make mistakes, and that's about growing up and learning how to, be your best when a lot of people have eyeballs on that. So, the people forget. No one's perfect out there. People make mistakes, and AJ is a high-profile guy, and it's unfortunate, but you just got to deal with it. They paid him a lot of money, and they needed him to wrestle. You got to make it teachable. Like you mentioned, these guys are not perfect. So that's pretty crazy. He took Danaho out of there in 2007, 2008. They took Danaho out of there. He didn't break no laws. What law did Danaho break? He just took his clothes off. Bro, I can't look at it. Oh, this is some recent news too. Jen Hartung, Nebraska assistant and Olympic gold medalist, dead at 65. Oh, R.I.P. He was one of the most accomplished U.S. gymnasts of all time and had been a Nebraska gymnastics assistant. Oh, I thought he was a wrestler. But shout out to him too. Let's Let's see. Elo snap didn't pass. Okay, I might do members only. I might say the members only. All right, guys, we're switching to members only. If you're not a member, think about joining it. And some people got added to membership. I'm gonna switch to members if you want to see what my inside information on Kingsway is. So let me put a timer on here. I love we could do that members only stuff. When we do the streamathon, we're gonna do members only too. Members only gonna pop up. We'll give 5-minute timer. All right, we're gonna switch over to members only a little bit, everybody. But otherwise, that was basically it, bro. Before we close, how much time we got? 4 minutes. Oh, I got a timer on there. Jesus Christ. Attention all Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu instructors. Opening for full-time instructor in Dallas, Texas at $60,000 per year. If you or somebody else are interested, please inbox me. I don't know who that is over there. If somebody want to work in Texas, $60K. Yeah, we got a members only. I wish we should have had that earlier. Well, you got to be monetized. Actually, I had members. I just didn't use it properly. 60K. Well, it depends. If you 60K for kids classes is gonna be terrible. 20 kids classes a week. That's gonna be terrible. Yeah, we came a long way, bro. From me yelling at homie. I can't even say homie. Yelling at Josiah. I can't even call him a homie. I was looking at something. 60K, yeah. I don't know if that's worth it, but maybe. Yeah, once we hit that timer, I'll say what I had to say. We can't share everything with everybody. Sorry. Well, you can pay and join the membership, or get gifted a membership. I'm trying to see where's BJJ at. Hey, B. Somebody said, good YouTube BJJ documentaries. Any videos or anyone to follow where they either do a day in the life or someone training at another academy? That's not a documentary. What's up? Oh, no. CP, we about to go members only, bro. Can somebody give CP a membership? Somebody give CP a membership. I wish I could give you one. When I do it, shoot. CP, no, CP, no. We're about to go to members only. CP, I can't save you. I can't give you a membership. I gave all my memberships out, and it's randomized. No, CP. CP, no. No, I wish I could give you one, bro. Don't do it. I have no idea. I don't know if you can do it directly. Let me see if I can figure it out. You gotta click on his profile. I don't know if we can give it to you, bro. Let me see, CP. What the heck is that? Oh, something else. No, I'm trying to figure out CP. No, CP. I'm trying to save CP. We can't gift it to him? Wait, I can't gift the membership? I don't know how to do it, bro. On Twitch, it's easier. I don't know how to do a CP. I'm trying to figure out how to do a CP. You have to be a member to gift it? I don't know how to do it, bro. I don't know how to do it either. Let's see. I don't know how to do a CP. CP! I'm trying to save CP. I think you go on the live stream. Hey, I'm watching myself on the live stream. You guys can't even see it. Bro, my screen is not updating.